apocalypse, Mr. Mannheim.
Who are you?
Your new lord and master. You may call me Darkseid.
Gird your loins and take your super secret strength pills that are not steroids. They're not steroids. It's time for another Kickers Inc. This is Darkseid's Couch, and I'm Shée.
This is James.
This is Mike. That was good, Shée. You had a good bit.
Thank you.
Gird? I mean, I know it's a real word, but I don't feel comfortable with it.
Well, I didn't want to
comfortable with
say
gird?
grab your cup.
Yeah. That would have worked as well.
It would
That's
have.
how you get ahead.
Yeah.
I wanted
you
to
get
be
ahead in this life.
flowery with my language.
Yeah. Kickers Incorporated. Man, oh man.
You guys love this book.
Kind of.
It's
Well, I think
fun.
you like it more than me usually, Mike.
Like all the books.
Every book is great. That is true. Yeah, Kickers Incorporated, we decided to spin for last time. We're kind of just getting straight into it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll give a little backstory here of what we're talking about here. Kickers Incorporated ran for 12 big issues in the mid 80s.
Big ol' issues.
I like saying it's all big. It was a big
So big. What character is that?
That's
I
not a
don't
guy.
know. Who the hell was
that's a-
that?
That's one of those characters that sounds fun for a minute, and then you realize you hate this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's awesome. He shows
Yeah,
up at your
stick around.
parties uninvited, but you're glad he's there.
I'm going to say he might be Marvel editor-in-chief Jim Shooter. That sounds like a guy named Jim Shooter.
Yeah, Jim Shooter. This is a straight shooter.
I don't think I've ever heard Jim Shooter speak, but I'm assuming that's basically what he sounds like.
I like got struck by lightning or hit in the back of the head, and now I have a new talent. And is how I sound like a man I've never heard of before.
Yep. Then you can edit Marvel Comics.
Like
Those
those
are the two
guys who
things.
they like play like suddenly they speak French or they're good
Yeah.
at piano.
Some worthless
Yeah.
skill.
What is that though? Like you don't know any French, and so you suddenly get struck by lightning. And you're a French speaker.
I
How's
don't
that
know if
possible?
that's necessarily true. That might be a like.
Where you
I
pulling
definitely
that
think,
French from?
I think that might be not true. That might
What about
be
the
like
piano people?
again. I don't think those ones are true. Like I
The
could see
pianist.
if I could
You
see
think
if
they hid their talent for 50 years and then
Waiting to
they
get hit
had
on
a
the head.
stroke?
Yeah.
And they were like, now is the
Yeah.
time.
It's gonna be a way better story if it happens after I get hit by lightning.
I wish I knew that what that was called so we could just look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look it up later. We'll look at all these things up
won't.
later. Nah, I don't.
No, we
yeah,
won't. You're trying to move
one-
the show along. How dare you?
100%. 100%.
I
I
am
am-
your lies.
I am fighting off a cold, by the way, so just deal with it, people.
Admitting that you have a cold, James, is weak.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, succumbing to it is, of course, weak.
Admitting that you're sick.
I'm
This
going to
is
say
some-
admitting anything is
This
weak.
is some fucking beta behavior right here, bro.
I think I would take it one step further and say that anytime you've ever admitted that anything has happened, that makes you weak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have to
Acknowledging
deny-
anything is weak and cringe.
Never acknowledge that anything has happened ever.
You know that means the most base people are the Buckingham Guards.
Those guys are pretty cool.
Those
Yeah.
guys don't acknowledge shit.
They have
No.
great hats. Yeah. You're not even there as far as
Dude, they're
concerned.
protecting the queen.
I wonder how much they
Not
get paid.
anymore.
I'll look
All
that up.
right, they failed. They didn't protect the queen from death.
Buckingham Guard pay. What do they get paid?
Ooh.
How much? Do they
Why
get
are we
paid?
looking this up and not magical piano skills?
Because we don't know what to
I don't
call
know how to
it.
look that up.
Yeah, what was it called?
Hit
Separatism?
on head, play piano.
You look that up, and you give us our report at the end of the episode. As of 2024, the average salary for a UK soldier is £23,496, which is what, like, it's either like about twice
more
as
or
much in
less.
dollars or half. Yeah, either
Well, still,
way,
if it's twice as much, that's still like
it can't be half. They can't.
it's
be
not
getting paid.
cheap to live in the United Kingdom. I tell you what.
They must really just love garden shit because this isn't. That's not
Well, you just
paying
gotta stand
well.
there all day. What if they like to
God.
zone out? What if that's their?
That gets to be.
What if they're
that-
just hiring ADD people who just zone out?
Yeah. So,
I could
those are
be
the
a
most-
great Buckingham Guard. I just
So
zone
peop-
out.
People with ADD are the most based, is what we've
Dude,
said.
I'm gonna just get lost in thought. Oh God,
They
nothing
don't
beats
acknowledge
that.
reality. They cannot. They don't make much money. Yeah, things are working out great for those guys.
People, you just described ADD people as well.
Yeah, nothing's happened. Nothing happened in those lives.
Nope.
It is referred to as acquired savant syndrome.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it? Look up if it's
Is it
real.
bullshit? Is acquired savant syndrome real?
Maybe we can.
I mean, I'm
contact-
gonna deny
It's
that
not
it's real no matter
recognized
what.
as a mental disorder.
Yeah.
But how does it exist?
That's pretty cool that those doctors are refusing to acknowledge that it exists, though. That's pretty based
Bro.
to them.
Yeah.
That's not real.
I didn't learn about that in school. Therefore, it's not real.
That ain't fucking real.
What is that? Discovery?
Yeah.
I
fuck
don't
that.
think so.
No, I'm not discovering shit. Yeah. I love ignorance.
You know what,
Kickers
dude? Me too.
Incorporated. So yeah, Jim Shooter, who was the editor-in-chief of Marvel at the time, decided to launch a series of books he called The New Universe that would involve no superpowers, no magic, or mysticism, other impossible situations, and that lasted for 0 issues.
Yeah, but
That
not in
lasted
this
for-
book.
No, in the first issue, we haven't read it yet, but in the first issue of Kickers, we see that Magniconte has superpowers, and there's also something, I think it's called the White Event or something, that kicks off the new universe. It's some sort of weird mystical thing
Cocaine?
that happened. Yeah.
Cocaine?
Everyone, it's the cocaine planet, yes.
Steroids.
Well, no, he doesn't do steroids. As we've established before, Magniconte, the hero, the main character, the
Yeah.
Center of this book,
He's the
he does not do
quarterback.
steroids.
Did you-
Quarterback.
He's not
There
the
you go.
center.
Did you
Same
not
thing.
listen to the opening of this episode?
Yeah, that he doesn't do steroids. He
It's
only
not
does
steroids.
secret size pills that his brother gives him.
Mm-hmm.
We've established from reading some other Kickers issues. Magniconte, Jack, Mr. Magnificent Magniconte, who sounds like Hank Hill for reasons that will never be entirely clear.
Because of Wimatanye. We go over this
Yeah, I
every
know,
time.
but it's still not a good explanation. It's just, come on.
Wimatanye.
It's the truth. When you think of a good
But it's
lie,
not
let us
good.
know.
It's the truth.
I don't acknowledge that. I don't acknowledge that that's true.
You're like a base doctor.
Yeah.
You're
One of
you're
those
like one of
based-ass
those people
doctors.
who they meet on like a one night stand or something and they
Nice.
refuse to admit it and so they lie and say they met in some other way.
Yeah, I mean, all relationships fail, so it doesn't really matter.
I've never had that happen before.
Have a relationship bloom from a one-night stand?
No, I mean like you run into a one night stand and you're both like trying to pretend that it never happened. Like
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah,
never had
or-
that happen before.
Well, statistically, fairly
I don't
unlikely.
have a lot of one night stands.
Well, no, you
Well,
don't ignore them. It's that when you tell people how did you meet,
I think I've had like
you
one.
don't say.
Yeah, if a relationship flourishes,
Two. I
After-
can think of two.
all right, we're having separate conversations at this point.
Yeah.
Mike is having a conversation about whether or not he's had one-night stands. We're having a conversation about
Have
whether
you
or not
guys
that-
had one night stands? Is that like a normal thing?
I don't know. People probably do that. I don't know. I can't guarantee I'll never see these people again. Also, I'm not going to acknowledge it. Being kind of based about it.
Is a one night stand just considered you only sleep with the person once, or
No,
do
you
they
meet
need to be a
up, you-
stranger?
You meet up from wherever. Oh, I don't know, Shea. Actually, I don't know. I guess.
Because
Maybe
I had a fuck buddy,
Gross.
Nice.
but
Mike and I took different tacks on the reaction to that.
That's
it was
so
nice. I
crass.
had someone that I could. It was.
Such a crass
We could
way to
hang
put
out
it.
and watch cartoons, or one of us would text the other one, being like, "You up?"
Oh,
Yeah.
gross. I've never done that.
Yeah, it is pretty gross.
I'm not
do
going
that.
to you up somebody.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Here we go. Magniconte is the quarterback. He's the quarterback for the NFL the New York Smashers NFL super team, and we haven't quite gotten to the first issue yet because we read these out of order, so we don't know exactly how they came to form Kickers Incorporated. But somewhere down the line, they decided the Smashers decided to form some sort of vigilante group in their spare time, and I'm not really sure what. It's very inconsistent, the things they get involved with.
I thought they were
Yes.
like an outreach group, and then they became like mercenaries in a war.
Yes. So it's worth noting that over the course of, so we've only read, this will be our 6th of 12 issues. And in the 5 issues we've read so far, Mr. Magnificent has toppled a South American drug cartel, destroyed a New York neighborhood and blamed it on a robot.
Yep. It was a robot's fault, though.
He was involved. I think he played in the Super Bowl. So what's going on this cover of this issue? I think we might finally find out about the time that Magniconte killed a man on the field and faced no repercussions. You remember that was mentioned in another issue?
Yes.
Yeah,
But we
because
had to explain this to you last episode that the man on the ground and Magniconte are on the same team.
I don't think so. On the cover of this book, we've got Mr. Magnificent Magniconte. He's being held back while this other dude is holding one of Magniconte's teammates down. He's stepping on his back, and it's O.J. Simpson killing a man.
O.J. Simpson killing
Yep.
people. This is where it started. This is where he got the taste.
Yeah, this was to let us know that hey, something might be up there, and they're holding back Magniconte, and he's angry because he wanted to kill that guy.
Do you guys remember a pro wrestler named New Jack? He's like the worst person in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah,
Didn't
So
he
he-
died recently?
He did. When he was in the Independence, his character was he was like a scary gangster, and when O.J. Simpson killed those two people, he like was like to
Supposedly.
my homeboy O.J. Simpson, two down, more to go. Keep up the good work.
you know,
New Jack
I
went
have-
to prison.
Lots of people
You-
go to prison, Shea.
yeah.
But
Lots
I
of base
think
people go
like
to
while
prison.
he was famous,
Yeah,
I think it was before. No, he was like a bounty hunter.
I've seen a lot of people. I guess since O.J. Simpson has died, they've sort of reevaluated, and there are some people that are kind of trying to claim like, well, the murders weren't that bad, which is a
those-
really
Jesus
Two.
Christ.
it's
He's
a
a
weird,
football player.
Murder
Well-
is murder.
Okay, but in fairness, if
Well,
you think
Shea.
about it like this,
It's not like a little murder.
hang on. Think about it like this. You're not thinking about this logically. Let me put on my fedora and explain logic to you.
Oh my God.
So he killed two people, right?
yeah.
Two.
Allegedly.
He allegedly killed two people. Had he killed just two is a very small number. Had he killed just two fewer people, it would have been the same number of people that you've killed. So that's not
Allegedly.
that different. Allegedly. That's not that different. That's a very small difference numerically.
I could see Shea burying a body.
Yeah, crying about it the whole time.
Crying
though.
about it the whole time.
Crying
yeah.
about it, feeling bad.
She's
Commit
thinking to
to
herself,
that murder.
hopefully the rain will hide
Nope.
these tears.
Nope.
No, I'd be sobbing the
Be
entire
proud
time.
of that murder. You killed that person.
Hey, you want to go to prison?
No.
Yeah, bury that body.
You ain't gonna
We've
like it.
also previously talked about the fact that I don't have violent murderous fantasies.
What if something
You know-
happened, like on accident? Like what? No
Yeah,
one
I-
would believe you.
Shay, I think you really need to like take the anger out more because I think it's gonna like bump up in other ways. Like it's gonna come out in unexpected ways, and you need to have an outlet for that anger. Kickboxing, maybe judo.
Yeah, kickboxing, judo.
Yeah, those would be
So
fun.
I need to get violent with something to get out
Yes.
the violence.
Yes.
Everybody needs to have some sort of violent outlet. Yes,
You're
absolutely.
not having kids, so you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't aggressively shoot a child out of your vulva.
Yeah.
What? Oh God, no.
Slap that shit out of it.
Yep.
Whenever it does something minor.
I do want to mention that our good buddy Art Parker made us this clip a while ago.
Howdy, friends. I am Hank Hill, and this is Darkside's Couch.
Thank you, future.
Hank Hill, aka Magniconte.
Thank you, Art.
Yeah, Art also, and I mentioned that because also Art recently made, or rather he had AI make for us an image for potential use in our Comic Book Plus banner that we're going to take out. And it's awesome. I'm not sure it really works as banner because of the aspect ratio and everything, and it is AI. But it does look really cool. We'll put it on the video and the socials and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool image of the three of us as children. Not sure why we were de-aged.
Because we're
as-
reading comic books meant for children.
Yeah, but we are adults. I mean, allegedly.
I think we should play it off like
I
this
feel
is
like
who
there
we
was
really
a
are.
reason.
I don't know. Well, it's the three of us
No, I
sitting on a
like it. It looks
couch.
good.
It does look cool, and the couch is. It looks more like Solomon Grundy with sunglasses.
I thought it was The Rock.
I thought it
It
was
does.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, Bruce Willis would be good too.
Oh wow. Yeah, and that but he is the couch. Like the couch,
Which I love.
Turns. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And the character who I believe is Shea has red shoes. It's the only color in the whole thing. I don't know
Which I
what's going on
love.
there.
That was a
Yeah.
choice by the machines.
I
Yeah, the
also, if
machine
you look at
decided.
this, have the longest legs.
Yeah, Shea had a.
Oh,
Shea
there's-
had, she had a reverse growth
wow!
spurt.
I'm
She had a
seeing all the
shrinking
weird
spurt.
AI stuff now. Now I'm
Yeah.
seeing it. It's
Now,
like, I
now
didn't-
look at your hands.
right,
AI
right.
horse. Yeah. Oh, look, there's other. Shay has at least 3 hands. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's got 2 on her head, like on her face, and then she's got 1 in her lap.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, one
I
of those
fucking
legs
love
is
it.
not connected to her body.
Exactly. I've shifted over.
Pretty sweet.
I-
Mike,
Those might be Darkseid's legs. We might be
Yeah.
sitting. I might be like somehow sitting on his lap.
Mike just got out of his first chemo treatment.
That's how I always look.
But Mike is who's that? Caillou or whatever.
Oh, Caillou.
Fuck that guy.
I definitely have Caillou energy. As in everybody always wants to hit me.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't have glasses as a kid though, so this is
So I'm
inaccurate.
better than you. That's what I heard just now.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
the most
you.
inaccurate thing. I held off the astigmatism longer than either of you.
Yeah, I
Kept it at bay.
had to start wearing them at 8 or 9.
Yeah, same.
Well, I just want to say thanks, Art. We love you. Thank you for making that.
Thank you.
And, we're going to get on this banner soon. I promise. I've just been really, really busy, but we're going to get that out real soon. So, going back to kickers, we have previously looked at issues 7, 10, 8, 2, and 6 in that order because we read them out of order. And we also read them for the first time as we're recording the show. For, again, reasons that aren't clear and don't matter. That can upset the flow a little bit. So if the editing's a little choppy, that's just because we're taking out all the uhs and ums and shit so that we can actually, so you don't listen to our eyeballs strain to understand what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah.
You guys just do what I do and just read faster and make comments quicker.
Oh, just be smarter?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried being smarter?
Yeah.
Try being a little smarter and a little taller. Things are going to go better for you.
That's almost like what my dad would say to me. Like
Yeah.
almost. Like not
Wise up.
exactly be smarter, but like close to that.
Wise up. It's like a
Wise up is a good one. Get with the program was
Yeah.
the one he used a lot, and I fucking hated
Oh,
that.
that would piss me off.
He
yeah.
would like grab my blankets and yank them off me
Yeah.
at like 5 a.m. to work, and he'd be like up and at him, and I'd be like, I
Oh,
don't want. He
man.
goes, you need to get with the program and get out of bed right now.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Nazi father would wake him up saying, "Be useful, Arnold. Be useful."
That's That's you know what? Kind of the
Pretty
same
good.
thing.
Yeah, kind of. They'd probably get along very well, those two guys.
I don't know. My dad doesn't like Austrians, I think.
Yeah, very specific bigotry. He got tired of hating all the regular groups. Like, I need an
Dude,
exotic.
he wanted to be different from
He
everybody.
wanted a unique group to hate.
I wonder what people in Europe think that Austrians are scum. Like, there's got to be one group that hates Austrians.
Yeah,
Like,
probably maybe
you
the
know?
French. Probably French hate most groups.
Let's look up who the French
Oh,
are
God.
most bigoted towards.
Who do the French
Hate the most.
The most. I mean, it's probably going to be Americans. I mean, what country? France dislikes North Korea the most.
Wow.
I mean-
what a dark horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we thought they'd just be assholes.
You're right.
No,
they picked one there. So do they hate the country or the people?
I mean, the country's made up of the people.
Like,
What
is
are
it
you
just
talking
because they're like, what a terrible country because it's a communist dictatorship and these poor people are
Yeah.
enslaved? Or is it more like, fuck North Koreans, they stink?
It's probably more the former. French are an intelligent people. They can be a lovely group of people, but they have no tolerance for bigotry and oppression. They're a very lenient culture.
That's cool. I just watched a WWE pay-per-view that they did in France, and that crowd was rambunctious.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's their only outlet. Normally, they're just walking around and holding that baguette, standing in front of the Eiffel Tower like it's boring, and then they finally get an outlet and they get to be a little rowdy.
You
Hell
think
yeah.
if
They
American
also
soccer,
protest a ton.
yeah, that's right, base Frenchmen don't
Yeah,
put up with nothing.
It's based to hate everything and protest it. Yes.
Maybe we need that here a little bit of some nutsack, some French nutsack.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't like protesters here because they delay our flights.
That's pretty much all they do.
Yeah.
That's all they do here. Even when they go crazy and they burn cities to the ground, nothing fucking changes and nothing ever will. Your
Okay.
vote does not matter.
I do recall reading a comic once that claimed that my vote was vital.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting the name of the damn comic.
All right. So here's the thing. I think we should get into this soon. This did have a notoriously inconsistent writing and art teams, and it led to a few killjoys thinking that Kickers was like a mess or dog shit.
Yeah, I don't want this rated assignment, fucking baby.
Oh, also, Mr. Magnificent, Jack Magniconte, he also stopped an in-air terrorism attack. Like
Oh,
an in-flight
right.
Talking
terror-
about Shangri-La.
Right, that lady went crazy because a guy smacked her ass.
What an active life this guy. And he's also, worth noting, he is clearly in his 50s. He's a white-haired man. He is twice as old as anybody else on the team.
Was which episode? Which issue was it where he hit his wife?
All of them. Well, that's another thing about Magniconte. He's in a terrible marriage.
He's in a terrible marriage to a woman named Doll.
A very patient woman.
Yeah, she's putting up with a lot of shit.
Dude.
And they're headquartered in an abandoned Kmart building.
Speaking of AI art being funky, the football player holding back Magniconte on his left, his hand looks very AI-like.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. There's a couple extra...
and a couple of extra knuckles. It almost looks like he has 6 fingers, but he doesn't.
Dude, he's got like one of those weird claw deformities that some people are born with.
Yeah. You know, I actually wrote an actual sports joke for this. I got a legitimate sports joke. You ready? It goes like this. It goes, all right. You can tell this story is fictional because in the real world, the only people getting killed on a football field are wearing Detroit Lions jerseys.
They almost went to the Super Bowl.
Did they really finally?
Yeah, they had a great last season. This joke
Yeah.
pisses me off, James.
Well, first of all, I'm from Detroit, so I can say it. Secondly, they're a notoriously losing team.
But they made it to the championships. That's a huge deal.
Yeah, how many times?
If
Who
you
do
had
you
said
prefer?
the Bears...
You want to put the
Bears
Bears in there?
haven't done. The Bears went to the Super Bowl and they blew it.
All right, let's change that to say the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears. All right.
Bears are
Yeah,
a
it's the
terrible
Bears.
team.
Ha ha.
They're leaving.
sure.
Very funny joke, James.
They're moving
Thank you.
that stadium out of there, and they're moving.
Arlington Heights.
Arlington Heights, yeah, Arlington Heights Bears. That doesn't sound the same.
Nope.
No.
Maybe they'll change the mascot to like Arlington Heights, like suburbanites.
Caucasians. Well, have you seen?
Caucasians would be sick. They should do it just as penance for all the years of having like Redskins.
Well, that's there's a picture I've seen this before. It was a Native American man, and he posted a
the
picture
shirt.
of himself. Yeah, and he's saying like, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just supporting my favorite, baseball team or football team." And it is like it's like the whatever Caucasians, and it's the Indians or Redskins or whatever logo, but just with a white guy in it instead.
I'd buy that shirt.
It's a pretty cool shirt, but it only really works if you're Native American, if
I'm as a white guy and walk around with a shirt saying
Doesn't work.
Caucasians, yeah,
It just says you love Caucasians.
Yeah, like what's that saying?
Well, you know who can wear it is shit. Who's the guy who fucks
I fuck.
I can't. My brain is sick and all my King of the Hill knowledge is going out the window. Fucking
Boomhauser.
Boomhauer?
No, the Native American, the one John Redcorn.
John Redcorn.
Oh.
John Redcorn could wear that shirt. He'd
Yeah.
pull it off. He can wear any shirt or no shirt.
He frequently wears no shirt.
Yep.
What a man. Mm-hmm. Shée, do you find slick, glistening Native American men attractive?
I
That's
mean,
yes. That's absolutely yes.
yeah.
Yeah, all oiled up.
Not because of that, but
Well, you can appreciate their heritage. It's not necessarily fetishizing to just say like I appreciate the way you look as a Native American man.
Yes, but I don't think my brain separates it from just thinking anyone else is hot.
Okay. Are they the hottest group? They might be the hottest group.
Might
I
be.
don't know about that.
Could be.
Okay. We should actually read this book.
We should look up which race is the hottest,
Oh God.
just to get this.
Oh
'cause now
God.
we-
No.
Now we're gonna be
no,
thinking about it
no,
the whole time.
No.
thinking
No.
about it all.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. You know what? The search results are gonna be divisive at least.
I'm putting down the veto.
I wholeheartedly encourage listeners to go.
No.
Go look it up.
Which race is the hottest?
No.
And if there's a poll, send it to us
No.
in the Discord so we can vote.
I fucking hate this.
I'm just voting that everybody has a good time.
That's not an option, James. We have to pick one.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. Again, reading this for the first time as we're looking at it right now. Oh, credits real quick. This is Kickers Incorporated issue 4 from 1986. It's a book called Cry Vengeance, written by Tom DeFalco, Terry Cavanaugh, and Ron Altaville. Took 3 writers, art by Howard Bender and Art Nichols. Okay?
I bet it will really show.
And I will tell you one other thing. I haven't looked at the book, but I did look at the Marvel Wiki just to get the basic information, and there is a surprising special appearance in this book that I'm going to be very excited to finally see. So
He's got Captain America Converse shoes on.
Yes, he
Yes.
does. So we open up with Magniconte.
This is
He
an
working
amazing
out in the
first
gym.
page.
He is working out in the gym. There are a lot of text boxes I am not going to read.
And I can see right now that apparently Kickers Incorporated is a tax shelter.
Yes. Oh, this is absolutely a scam. In fact, I think in the second issue they may have even casually mentioned that, like, I'll work out the taxes on this.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Everyone make so what you do is you take your NFL salary and you have it sent to your LLC, Kickers Incorporated.
Yeah.
Right? And then you don't have to pay any
Sham
taxes
organization.
on
Yeah,
it.
your sham organization.
And
Yeah.
then you give yourself a salary through Kickers Incorporated.
Yeah. And then once a year you talk to some old lady about her flower garden or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
that's
they fucking
right.
did.
So,
Wow.
No more taxes.
Incredible.
so we're starting off on opening day of exhibition season.
Okay.
That's preseason, Shea.
It literally does say it's also a tax shelter.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a joke. I didn't
Told you
realize.
guys gotta read
I thought
real
we were just making
fast.
jokes.
No.
Wow.
I told you I'm reading this shit fast.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Also, I
Every time
really
it's-
Magniconte is lifting the entire weight set working
Yeah.
out
What you
Yeah.
don't?
in the shortest of shorts.
like the Smith machine. He's got very short. Well,
and then there's a guy behind him
Might be
whose name I
Suicide?
forget.
Suicide.
Suicide,
Tell
wearing
by his shirt.
wearing a crop top
yeah.
In a
and
red baby's diaper.
Psych, even shorter shorts.
Yeah. He saw Magniconte wearing short shorts and said, "Fuck you."
He has a baby kink. And
He's also looking for his jock strap.
He starts to say, "Have you seen my
What if-
jockstrap?"
What if he
Yes.
goes? He comes into the room, right? So Suicide walks into the room without seeing Magniconte. First, hey Magniconte, have you seen my jockstrap? But then he realizes that Magniconte is lifting an entire weight machine while wearing the jockstrap over his face. And he turns to him real
gives him
quick,
powers.
eyes wide.
Oh my god. Yeah, the implication is that Jack may know where his jockstrap is. He may have just seen it lying around.
Stuffed in his own ass.
Yeah,
I
so
like
go ahead.
I like the fact that he's working out in Converses,
Nice.
but he is wearing a weightlifting belt. So he's
Yeah, of course.
being safe while being stupid at the same time.
That's right. There's no grip on them shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no tread.
They say you're supposed to lift weights barefoot, but that'd be gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a home gym.
Not yet.
So,
You gotta dream big.
yeah. So then they start to have a long conversation. Oh, this is a lot of text. This is text heavy.
He's like, "Whoa, Magniconte, how can you lift all that weight? Oh, right, you're taking steroids now." He goes, "It's not
No.
steroids, it's the muscle pills my brother gave me." He goes, "Yeah, right."
It's such a man, 50-year-old man, clearly.
Look at him panicking in that one panel to the right, with his eyes white, sweating.
I feel like Magniconte is Suicide rather, is very upset that Magniconte has not complimented his abs. It
He's
looks like
like-
he's trying to get some heat there.
He's also like, "Dude, what the fuck? You should give the rest of the team the steroids you're taking."
Well, I think they knew at the time that that he's all fucked up from some sort of superpower. He was in a genetic experiment or something crazy.
He's like, "Bro, I got these pills for my brother who died under mysterious circumstances."
Yeah. And so Suicide is trying to convince him to stop holding back on the field.
Oh yeah, he goes,
Right,
man, hey
okay.
man, if I had your abilities, I would be using them to the full extent.
Yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
Magniconte brings up, what if I hurt somebody? And essentially Suicide says, what if you get hurt and you never get to use these powers on the field? You should just go ahead and do it. It's what your brother would have wanted.
Yep, I
Nice.
agree.
Nice.
What are you gonna do?
What a good brother.
What a good friend.
And then I think they run into their coach, Coach Kirby, and he says, "You assholes better not still be doing that kicker shit."
And Coach Kirby spent all day in front of the mirror trying to find his tightest long sleeve shirt.
He has a tight long sleeve white shirt and the whistle. The
Because
little
I may
whistle
be the
hanging
coach and I may be a little older than you guys, but I can still stay in shape. That's what I'm trying to convey with this shirt.
He is not older than Magniconte.
Now, hell no, he's not.
This guy is
Magniconte
48.
is 70 years old.
He's such clearly an old man. All right.
He's played by Joe Biden, the oldest man in the world.
In the MCU, yes. The only man who could play him.
In every CU.
And then we have
Why don't we talk about the various other CUs?
Well, there was the Monsters unit. What was it?
I just found out about that. I did
universe,
not know that existed, and people on Twitch were telling me about it, and I'm like, I didn't believe them. I'm like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. No, they weren't.
Yeah.
They
Tom
hired,
Cruise was in a movie about a mummy.
Yeah.
all of those people. Yep. And there's
So
there's
dumb.
a promo shot of all of them together, and like they weren't. It's clearly they're photoshopped all together. Like they couldn't get all these guys actually together to film
Hell
this.
no.
The Benicio del
embarrassing.
Toro werewolf movie.
Oh my god. I didn't know they were trying to do like a thing, like a Marvel thing with all that.
Oh yeah.
So then we have a nice scene where they're all in the locker room together, including Suicide, still wearing his sunglasses. By the
That's
way,
right. That's what a
'Cause
cool
he
guy
was-
does.
I think he was just on a cocaine bender all night, and he doesn't want people to see his eyes.
That's how people played football back then.
Yeah, they got super coked up.
Do your eyes get red from cocaine?
I would think you have some sort of.
I mean, if you're up all night doing cocaine, you're gonna have various.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna look
Yeah.
tired.
You look like you've been up all night doing cocaine. I just been up all night.
I should know. I'm the coach. Damn it.
So yeah, Coach Kirby is yelling at these guys. They do not seem to respect him. One guy seems to be maybe filing his nails, or maybe he's just taking the wrap off his arm.
Oh yeah. What is? Yeah, well, I think he's taking the. Yeah, it does look like he's filing his nails.
It
I
does
think
look
he's
like
wrapping his arm though. Yeah.
None
none of these
wrapping his
people.
arm,
None
yeah.
of these people respect Coach Kirby at all.
Well, Coach Kirby is about to stand in front of him and go, "We're doing random drug testing starting today.
Oh,
now
yeah, he
grab a
does.
cup and fill it up."
And Magniconte
Wow.
like slowly dips out of the room.
Gets out of there.
In fact, that is okay. So I'm joking, but that is what's happening.
It does.
They're talking about taking random drug tests, and he's just like, "Well, that's the end of my career."
There's a dark panel where he just walks off alone into the inky black.
It looks like it's
Yeah.
a matter of time till the football commission detects my
little
little
edge.
edge.
Yeah.
What
So he-
happens then?
Wait,
Then
wait.
You have to retire, dude.
Hey, so this is the earliest issue of Kickers we've read. So that other issue where he goes to the doctors and the doctor says, "Hey, it looks like you're on steroids." He goes, "No, I just take these special pills." He knew even then, because that took place after this.
Oh,
So
so
he
maybe that was the appointment.
He was just fucking lying.
Oh.
He knew damn well that he was on steroids. Wow,
Yeah, bro. He's on steroids,
He's such
dude.
Our non-linear timeline is finally starting to fill out.
Yeah,
Dude.
we're gonna fill in all the blanks on this.
It's like, what's the name of that guy who made the Batman? Those Batman
Christopher
movies.
Nolan,
Christopher
one of the
Nolan's
most
like a
acclaimed directors.
It's like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah. So then they're doing some. The Smashers take to the field for warm-ups, and they look terrible. Like they're
Look like a bunch
prancing
of
around.
dandy
and-
boys
Yeah.
prancing
Yeah.
around,
Well, the people who made this book,
dilly-dallying.
they weren't sports fans.
All you gotta do is take football cards and copy it.
Yeah,
That's it, and that's probably what they did.
they probably did just.
They
take
would have been foolish not to.
the flounciest cards they could find and stole those poses.
Flounciest.
Yeah, they're flouncing around. All right. So I guess there's another team. Why is there another team there if they're just doing warm-ups? The Wreckers.
So I just imagine
Yeah.
a flouncian
Yeah.
in the dictionary, and the description was they're flouncing around.
Yeah, they're flouncing around a bit. Flouncing around to and fro, this way and that.
Dude.
All right. So there's also the other team, the Wreckers, that are hanging out on
They're
the field.
angry. Look how
They are
angry
very
they
mad.
are.
Very.
One guy
very.
has a Travis Bickle haircut.
Yeah, he gives
The
himself an
mohawk.
aggressive haircut to show people that he means business.
The other one
you
is
don't fuck with
baring
the
his
guy.
teeth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. But he has an attractive mustache that an
Yeah.
older gentleman would wear.
And you know that they're bad guys because there's a panel of them attacking one of their own
Yeah.
players.
They're
Where
yelling,
they-
"Kill the rookie!"
Where they butt fuck him right there in front of the entire crowd.
One of the onomatopoeia is
Jesus.
grind. Grind.
Grind, dude. They smashed him right there. He goes, "We're the
No,
real
they
New
wrecked
York
him.
Smashers."
Yeah, they wrecked him. The Wreckers
Yeah,
and the Smashers.
He wrecked him.
Great names,
Yep.
guys. Yeah, he did.
Thank you for picking it up.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm like a ska song.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
an
Kickers
old Dark Side's Couch joke.
about ska. Yeah, ska's a much older joke than that.
I
Still
think
like
we've done. I think we've done that joke like 7 times.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Still funny.
They didn't happen. Those things didn't happen. So the Kickers take offense to this. They think it's pretty unsportsmanlike that the Wreckers are attacking their own teammates. They don't like
Yeah, I'm sure that there's no way. Like, who wears their coach?
Who was the Wreckers coach?
Yeah.
Oh, they killed that guy. He's dead.
Yeah.
These are bad guys. Nobody will coach them now after the 3 other coaches went missing. Like, all right, fine. You guys
Football
can coach yourselves.
announcers and football announcers are like, they will be coaching themselves today due to their coach disappearing under mysterious circumstances.
And the Wreckers are just staring at the guy in the booth.
And then they cut to like a mortician or a coroner.
Yeah.
He's like, he appears that he may have been tackled repeatedly to death.
No, he fell down some stairs. He took a spontaneous vacation. He'll totally be back. So I guess this is still a warm-up game. This doesn't count.
Yeah, this is the preseason.
Preseason, that's what
Fucking idiots.
Well, again, listen, Jim Shooter invented the game of football in the 80s for the sake of this comic book. I can't
Oh, I
be
didn't
expected
know
to know
that.
that much. Yeah, he did. He did.
Huh.
There was no football before 1986. It wasn't
Yeah.
a thing. It's not a
You
thing
know
now.
what? I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, nobody plays football anymore. It's not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, all right. So they're
Yeah, it is.
The match is continuing. It's
game.
very hard to identify. Whatever. It's very hard to identify who's who because they all look the same.
No,
Like,
they're
all
wearing
in
different
outfits.
costumes.
No, you tell me this shot of 4 members of the
Oh, who they are
Smashers, who's who?
individually. I thought you
Yes.
meant like the different teams. I'm like, how
Okay.
can you not tell them apart?
I thought the same thing, Mike.
Oh, geez. It says Coach
We were
says
just-
try the new play, double wide out deep. What the
Yep.
fuck?
That's
okay, we'll go on to-
that's what the Wreckers call it when they're attacking the new guy.
Yeah. Mr. Magnificent Jack Magniconte steps back in the pocket, and he's got Dasher Corbin wide open deep on the right side. Could it be? Could it be? Why? I don't know why they're taking it so seriously when it's not an
Yeah.
official game.
Because that.
It's the warm up
All
for
right.
the announcers too, I guess.
All right.
What? Are you angry with the fact that I don't care about football?
How do you not watch football?
Football, because it's stupid and it's boring.
Shea, do you not watch football?
No.
You guys don't watch football?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
No, never, not once.
Really? You're missing out. I have
Not
to
even
say.
the
No.
Super Bowl.
What?
Yeah, fuck the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's
What?
boring as shit.
Oh my God! The last Super Bowl was so exciting.
No, Super Bowl's extra boring because they drag it out even further. Fuck this shit.
I guess I just like sports.
Fucking 6-hour games. Waste of time. I could learn a new skill. Build a ship in a bottle. I can do all
Learn
kinds
about
of things.
football. That's a skill.
Yeah,
Not
that's
quit
not a
being such a
skill.
namby-pamby.
That's arcane knowledge. That's not a skill.
Arcane knowledge is awesome. That's an awesome thing
cool.
to say. Now
It
I
is
want to
pretty
learn
cool.
more arcane things.
That's some
Yeah.
fucking D&D words right there.
All right. So then they're talking more.
About football. Football time.
There's a lot
Oh,
of, like, when are they going to topple another South American drug cartel?
The Smashers are talking about how the rookie is kind of being, I don't know what the
It's a little
word
showboat.
is.
Murdered?
Yeah.
He's a little showboat. So they try a play and it fails. And Magniconte's like, you know what? Let's just do it again. And so they do it again. And the rookie catches the ball, but after the touchdown, he gets a post play
sacked.
hit. Yeah. Well, no, sacked is when they tackle the quarterback.
Yeah.
During
And
the
also, when they
this is
do
dumb.
that, it says snap.
Yes, his spine definitely snaps in half. Right after the announcer says, "This looks like the start of a great career for Hawkins."
Oh, he
and
cursed him.
literally, yeah, literally the next thing that happens is they snap his spine in half. Now he's dead.
No, he's still
And
alive,
then
probably.
and there's no fucking penalty on
No
it. What the fuck?
Nope.
Also,
There are
the
no
game is still
consequences.
going.
Yeah, no
Home
consequences
team,
in the
home
kickers
team
universe.
referee. I tell you
Yeah.
what.
And Magniconte is on the field saying, "They're laughing? What kind of monsters are they? You guys think it's funny?"
They made them look like Neanderthals.
Yeah, they did make them into absolute monsters. That's a team I would call the Wreckers.
The Neanderthals.
Yeah, because they're very tall. Yes, the Neanderthals.
Oh yeah, is that were they?
Nah, probably not. The are you asking if Neanderthals were tall? No.
Uh-huh.
No, they were regressive of us. I mean, of course, obviously it doesn't exist. Jesus is Lord and man created. Jesus created man. God created man. But
Well, hold on now. So in the Bible, they got the Nephilim. That could have been the Neanderthals.
were they known for their height?
I don't know. Maybe they were big.
Any
Are you
football in the
saying
Bible?
Neanderthal or Neanderthal?
So you can say it both ways.
Mike is super high.
You can say it
And,
both ways. And I heard too many learned men pronounce it as Neanderthal, and I was
Yeah.
like, maybe that's what it is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you got conned.
No.
You got conned by some
No,
liars.
I've watched a bunch of documentaries about Neanderthals, and that's how the majority of them pronounce. It's like Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Well, it's a made-up name, so you know you can
Well,
pronounce it.
so is Neanderthal.
All names are kind of made up. That's true. All right.
Yeah, speaking of made up, Magniconte loses it and wants to go attack the guy that broke the spine of
Yeah.
the rookie, and he
Yeah.
gets thrown out. So a penalty is called on him.
Nice.
Well, Magniconte does throw a man into space. It looks like.
He grabbed a man by the crotch and just threw him like 50 yards. Oh, nice.
Like,
Yeah,
this
so they-
fucking ref is obviously on the take.
And he
Yeah.
looks like a gopher.
Yeah, he's a weird-looking dude.
And the guy from the Wreckers is drawn like a Vander Holyfield.
Yeah, he's got a lot of lumps on his skull. Very lumpy skull.
Yep.
A classic sign of an undesirable, unattractive person. Lumpy skull.
I was grateful that when I started to lose my hair that I wasn't a lumpy-headed man.
Yeah, if you lose your hair and you've got a lumpy head,
Woof, yeah.
oh man, what
life
are you
goes
gonna
on,
do?
right? No one guarantees that you're going to be good looking. Like there's no
Yeah.
guarantees.
Do people still have toupees?
Yeah, but I think it's a lot less.
Yeah, that used to be the thing. I remember as a kid, like you went bald and you got a toupee, ha ha ha. But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like anybody does that anymore. Like they
No.
get plugs or they shave it or they do this or that. But like, you can't just run up and grab somebody's toupee anymore.
No.
Not in woke America.
Nope.
You're not even allowed to just run up and grab somebody's hairpiece.
Grabbing a hairpiece is a hate crime.
What kind of world are we living in?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's get
What
back
kind
to
of
this
world
one.
are we leaving behind for our children? All right, all right.
The hilariousness of snatching a toupee off of a businessman who gets all ruffled.
Okay, so Mr. Magnificent, we see him at night, and he's woken up by a nightmare.
I like the fact that him and his wife are sharing a pair of pajamas, though. She's got the
Oh,
top and
yeah.
he's got the bottom.
That means they just fucked.
Yep, that is
That's
exactly what that
that's
means.
What that means.
And she thought it'd be really cute, and he was like, "Fuck
It
yeah,
is
that's
really
cute.
cute.
That's
He's
really
right.
hot. Yeah, yeah. You
a
can't
good
sleep in
look.
it though. I need that.
Luckily, the bed was already broken from him just slamming her.
God, how does she even take it?
That's why she stays.
I mean-
because in the later books, she puts up with some bullshit.
She does, but she apparently at some point he hits her, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
sure
read
does,
it.
into
That's why I
space.
said, was that the same issue when he hit her?
All right, I know they were discussing it. Jesus
After he
Christ,
whipped
Shea,
her
I'm
in the
sorry.
face with a bicycle chain.
I don't want you to forget he hit her.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's clearly where I was going with that. I was saying like not so bad what he did. His atrocities weren't
here
that
he's-
terrible.
You were advocating for just a little murder earlier.
Just a little bit of murder.
And Darlene Magniconte,
Darlene.
it says you want vengeance, Jack, and with your strength it would be murder, and he then uses that strength to smash the windowsill.
Yeah.
He goes, I know.
Typically when you want to take out your frustration, you would punch the wall. He punches the windowsill.
Maybe he should be worried if this, his brother's magic muscle pills are
Yeah.
making him angrier.
Well, as you get angrier, you're being less logical, and it's harder to think straight. So it's just gonna make the situation worse.
So here the reporters are like, Jack Magniconte, over here. And then it says do you have anything to say about allegations of steroid use? And the coach gets in the way and goes, hold on now, none of my players are on steroids. See, I can just toss the ball to Magniconte and he can catch it like a normal guy. And
Yeah.
he just smashes the ball. And he's like, oh shit, get out of here, Magniconte. He's running to the locker room, and all the reporters and all the cameramen are chasing him.
In retrospect, this
they're
press
ch-
conference was a bad idea.
And they're trampling over the coach because he tried to stop him and they knocked him down.
But what
looks-
actually happened? Did it explode or did Magniconte explode it?
It looked
I
like
don't
he
know.
grabbed, his coach tossed him the ball. See, he's normal.
And is that a freak?
And they all look at it on the ground, and he's like, "Oh!"
The shock has apparently given Magniconte a stroke, and half of his face is now sagging.
Dude, he looks like Joe Biden.
Oh man, look at Coach Kirby looking at this deflated football.
He goes, "Ah, shit! That ball's as deflated as my career."
That's the
I'm
only
done.
one we had. No
That's it for
football
me.
today.
Yep.
Oh, and everyone would like hang dogs out the door.
It's sad. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Hang
That's
dog,
pretty funny.
not hang dog.
Not Hank Dog. Not
Hang-
Hank's dog, Ladybird.
Hanging dog is something different.
Okay, so then they all head back into the locker room, and they're saying like, oh, "That's pretty fucked up. That didn't work out well at all."
And then, so Magniconte opens up his locker and he
Whoa.
sees a football doll with a knife through it, a note that says, "We're going to get that interview, Magniconte, signed the reporters."
All right, so all of that is true except for what the note says. However, I want to note that over the course of one panel, Magniconte went from being fully dressed to being in nothing but his Speedo.
And the guy in front of him, his nose is like, "Jesus Christ, Jack, can you wear some normal fucking underwear?"
It's brick wall. It's brick
Maybe
wall,
no, wait. It's 1986. That was pretty normal.
Wearing like tidy whities.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the era for tidy whities, wasn't it?
my dad wore a speedo.
Did he? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can see how he was able to have children.
Magniconte seems like the kind of guy who wore tidy whities no matter what. Like
Yep.
even today, he would
Yeah.
still be wearing them.
Yep.
Yep, that's what he wants.
Because he's still alive and still on steroids.
Yep.
It's still a man child. Yep.
Well, what he found was essentially a voodoo doll stabbed with a knife.
Yes.
Of himself.
And what does the note say? Can we read it?
Nothing. No, it's completely blank.
It looks like
Terrorists.
The
A little
Fist
gift from the
Gang.
Fist Gang. Is that the gang that had the robot that destroyed that woman's?
I think
Flowers?
so.
Oh, this isn't the. I'm sorry, this isn't the earliest. We read issue 2, so maybe he had his maybe he talked to the doctor in issue 2, and so he wasn't lying about being on steroids.
Maybe, I don't know.
I
I
don't
do
know.
remember that
Yeah.
he fought that gang, the Fist, and now
Yes.
now they're able to get into a football stadium, sneak into the locker unnoticed. Maybe they had credentials.
Yeah.
So
And
the
here
ball did just explode on its own then.
No,
Well,
he
no,
caught
he-
the ball and it burst because he was super strong.
Although
No,
in
he
fairness, they don't
says-
show him catching it.
Yeah, exactly. They did not show him catching it. And also in the panel right there, it says the thing with the ball. And now this.
The thing with the ball. Oh yeah, now this. Okay. All right, it's just me thereafter. No sense telling the other guys there's some serious football coming up and it would only distract them. But if Fist is back, what next?
Is this
All
the
right.
fist like Daredevil?
No,
that's
because
the
this isn't
hand.
this
Thank
isn't the
you.
same
And the
universe.
turtles is the foot.
is
Thank
the foot.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't the same universe, so this is a
Well, you
totally
said
different
that
group of
there
people.
was going to be a cameo, and I
No,
thought
no.
it might be.
No. Well, you probably won't notice it until they introduce themselves.
You guys, I'm gonna call my ninja clan the Heads.
Yeah.
That's the best part where all the thinking's done.
You know, a lot of important stuff happens in the head.
All right, without your head, you ain't doing no thinking.
There's a lot of other parts, and they're kind of just subservient to the head.
And that's right. Your foot ain't moving without the head,
Your foot is useless. What the
Mhm.
hell are
Unless-
you doing?
unless you're a chicken.
Yes. Yeah, the foot does benefit the chicken quite a bit.
There, you
Yeah.
can chop. That thing don't need no head. That
Yeah.
foot's gonna be moving just fine.
He goes on for a little while. He goes
Yeah.
on for a little bit, maybe a
Don't we
minute.
all?
Yeah, you get about a minute after your head's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would hope that if they put you in the guillotine, right?
Yep.
And they're
they
gonna cut your
will.
head off. And they're gonna bring back the guillotine. I mean, they tried it a couple of years ago, and
All the liberals are
Yeah.
gonna start beheading people.
and there is a second there where your head is still active and still thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And don't we want to like talk to that head in that second and see what it's experiencing and how it feels? Like, don't
So
we
that-
want some feedback?
So that's a Whitest Kids You Know sketch.
Is it really? We
Oh.
found out about it.
Yeah.
So what's the head thinking in that moment?
That's they like bet on it and they asked like, "Hey, before we cut your head off, like will you like say something to us?
Yeah,
Right? Or will you like try to burp or something?" It's a funny sketch.
yeah. I want to say something cool. I want to make a point.
Yeah, it was
You
like
know?
during the French Revolution when they were beheading people.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of
Good
that.
for them.
Well, it was the French. They were an aggressive people. They
What
hate the
wonderful
Austrians. They hate the North Koreans, and they like beheading.
Yeah. They probably like North Koreans as a people though. It's just the government they don't like.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't behead that many of the North
No, I don't
Koreans.
think
Like
so.
10%.
They're
Probably.
just like, why can't they be free and have
Yeah.
a baguette?
Yeah, they do like to give you a baguette. If you go to France, they're gonna test your loyalty by making you eat an entire baguette.
Oh, I'll fucking eat that baguette. Don't
you know I
worry.
will. Fuck yeah, I will. They
A
don't.
whole
They don't.
big old
Yep.
thing of baguette.
Fuck
They
yeah.
don't know what kind of American appetites we're bringing.
Bro, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing enough for an entire baguette while people are watching me eat it. That's for
Hell
sure.
yeah. I think I love France now.
Yeah, I do love France. France is the
Fucking
best.
awesome. What a fucking
French.
badass country.
I'm French
Yeah?
too.
You got a little French in you?
Yeah.
You want some?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not French.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
not
get that-
France.
yeah, I'm
Fuck
gonna-
you.
Yeah, I
you don't
never
get
get that
to.
joke
You don't
right.
get to make these jokes.
That's
never get
right.
that joke
You
right.
bigot.
You
You guys are poking all
appropriated.
kinds of holes in my fucking,
You know
my
what?
fucking jokes.
You know what? I'm gonna when I vote for sexiest race, I'm gonna pick the French.
Yeah, I think I might be. I might be going with the French. I mean, Native Americans, you got some gleaming muscles. I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, but what if you're a Native American who lives in France and then it counts as the French?
Are there any?
Probably.
I mean,
Oh
French
my God.
Canadians.
yeah, right.
Yeah, the
Like
Quebecois.
indigenous.
Yeah, the Quebecois.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know, man.
indigenous Quebecois.
The
There's so
sexiest
many-
race is the Quebecois.
There are so Quebecois. Sounds like a race of cabbies. I don't know, man. There are so many attractive people in this world. Holy cow.
And they're
Yeah.
in France.
Yeah, most of them are in France.
The most based and sexiest people.
So later that night, they're having dinner at a restaurant. Is that
They're
what they're
having
doing
a
here?
rock and roll hot hamburger.
Yeah, they're at like
Yeah,
the
Rock
they're at
and
the
Roll
like,
Hall of Fame.
Planet
Oh my God,
Hollywood.
they're at Planet Hollywood.
Wow. Okay.
I'll have the Arnold Schwarzenegger hamburger, please.
There's a lot of beef in that. A lot of Austrian beef.
A lot of beef right here. And he does
Yeah.
the DX crotch chop from 90s wrestling. Suck it.
So I don't know what that
Fucking
is.
idiots. That used to be a big thing.
Yeah, but don't you fucking
Kids
talk
would
about-
do that to their parents, and the parents would
Oh,
be
when
all
they
mad.
like slap their thighs and they say suck
No, they're like, suck it. You know, they like do the chop, the crotch
yeah,
chop.
the crotch
it. Yeah, that's what
chop.
I'm saying. That's
Who was the wrestler that did that?
A lot of wrestlers did that. Triple H did it. Shawn Michaels did it. Road Dogg, Jesse James, badass Billy Gunn, whose theme music was called Ass Man. And he would come out and be like, I'm an ass man. Do. Yes, I'm an ass man. Do. Yeah. And then he'd come out and the song would be about the different ways he likes to eat ass.
Oh my God, that's not the way I thought this was gonna go.
mainly from the back.
And I'm just saying, what's up? Yeah, Mr. Ass. He's still wrestling. He is like 65 years old, and he is still gigantic, and he's still wrestling.
Is he still eating ass?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Does he
I
still
mean,
come
of
out
course.
to that song?
No, that's owned and trademarked by the WWE.
Oh yeah.
he
I
can't
thought
use
the
that.
character would be then too.
Well,
You know-
Mr. Ass, it probably is, but he's still Billy Gunn. That's just his
Ah.
name.
Yeah, we learned a lot from wrestlers over the years. Although I gotta say, even though John Cena forced us all to learn about thugonomics, I never use it in my real life.
Nope.
I never use thugonomics at all.
When's that coming up?
It never happens.
You don't even see him using it.
Well, you can't see him use it.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
He's probably using it when you can't see him. Yeah.
He's like a goddamn thugonomics chameleon.
Do you know that, Shea, that in the early days, John Cena called himself like a professor of thugonomics?
Yeah, he was. And you know what? He was great. He would rap insults at people,
Yes.
and they were amazing.
I do remember the rap
well.
portion of his career.
Dude,
For
I
white
loved,
rapping.
I loved and appreciated the entirety of John Cena's career, I must
of
say.
Lyrical miracle kind of rapper.
Dude, what an amazing guy.
I just like thugonomics. All right, so back at the
I
planet.
just like it.
I just like it. So back at the Planet Hollywood, Suicide tries to order a round of buds for everybody, and Magniconte says he'll have an orange juice instead.
And then Suicide just stares at him with his sunglasses on for 5 minutes.
Well, they can't tell because he's got his sunglasses
He
on.
just
He may have
looks
just
at him
passed
just
out.
like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
No, he may have nodded off with his sunglasses
yeah,
on.
because he's on heroin. He's just like, he keeps him on
don't,
so he can just pass out.
Magniconte's yelling at him. Don't stare at me like that. Getting in a huge
Huh?
one-sided fight with a man who's asleep.
So Magniconte's face has not been the same once.
I was
in this
about to
entire
make-
story.
He looks like a vampire.
I was about to make the exact same comment, Mike.
He looks like he keeps shifting from different like B movie 80s action stars.
Yes.
Yeah. Very tropey. He's got his collar flipped up. He looks like MacGyver with white hair.
Yes.
Yeah, MacGyver. Thank you.
Yes.
At first,
Yeah.
he looked like the actor who played Flash Gordon, and now he looks like MacGyver.
He looks like if there was like a MacGyver episode where he got bitten by a vampire. And
He
turned
looks
into
like if MacGyver was chewing on that rubber ball to get a stronger jawline.
Yeah, you could cut glass with that jawline, though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know, I gotta say, we make fun of how old he is, but he has a full head of hair.
I don't.
No, you don't.
No.
Fucking miserable.
Yeah, that's the main difference between you and Magniconte.
Well, yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's
Not all the
mostly
other
it.
stuff.
Nope.
None of the other stuff.
I'd be just like him otherwise.
Otherwise, I'd be smashing windowsills.
Do you think he
Seals.
didn't? Do you think he didn't order a beer because it'd interact with his steroids?
Yeah, well, he's
It
dedicated.
has to have something to do with that,
He's
right?
dedicated to fitness.
Yeah, it has to. No. If he's dedicated to fitness, he's probably not doing secret size pills that he doesn't know the origin of.
Yep. Now they have commercials about those with Frank Thomas.
Oh yeah,
Who?
who's Frank Thomas?
Oh my god.
Dude, if this is another wrestling thing, you got to stop assuming that everyone knows
God.
all the wrestlers.
No, he was a famous baseball player.
Oh, fuck baseball.
Oh my god.
Baseball's boring as shit.
Frank Thomas. You guys don't know who Frank Thomas. You're from Chicago, and you don't know who Frank Thomas.
Well, I'm not
is.
from Chicago.
We're
None
neither
of us are Chicago.
from Chicago.
He lived in Chicago for like 20 years.
Yeah. Is this somebody else who played like
Don't know.
25 years ago when
Yes.
you were a kid?
Yes.
And to you, he's still like the big star.
Why would we know it then?
I don't know. I
Well-
don't know.
I think you dug yourself a hole here.
I just expect people to know common things like Frank Thomas.
Thomas.
He's doing Testament commercials or whatever the fuck it's called. It boosts your natural free testosterone when you're an older fella. And she'll like it too. That's him winking to the commercial audience that you could have sex with your wife.
Yeah,
better.
when you fuck her, she's gonna enjoy it more.
But she's like 50 and she's sick of fucking.
Yeah,
She's
starting
like,
to cool
nah,
down,
great.
yeah.
Now he's gonna get more interested in doing it again.
Is that when the window starts closing for women to be interested in fucking at 50?
I don't know, at least they're husbands.
Well, because it really starts ramping up at like 35, and like
That's because they know it's their last chance to have children.
Yeah, that's not
So
a very
their
long
body's
window.
like, get horny. No.
Yeah, you better horn up. So then after they leave the restaurant, I think it's maybe it's Brick Wall. I don't know. It's one of the members of the Smashers, I think, and he's wearing a trench coat and he's walking away from everybody. Really dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
it's
like,
Dasher.
Magniconte, I know you're doing steroids and it's the only reason we win ever. And you know what? I'm really okay with that.
Yeah. No, I'm not, and he's doing them right there. Like you're literally putting them in your mouth right now.
All right.
You have a giant jar.
He's like, I have to put him inside marshmallows so I can swallow them.
Yes, he has to be tricked like a dog. They wrap it up in bologna sometimes. Oh God, people who can't take pills. What are you
that's
doing?
That's what my dad said to me when I couldn't take a pill. He referred to that as like, what are you, like a dog and you need me to wrap
Yeah.
it up in some cheese? That is
What is your
exactly
problem?
what he said to me.
People, you got to be able to take your pills.
At the time, I was really hurt, but now I look back and I'm like, that's a funny thing to say to a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. That's the word I'd use.
My father once shoved dog treats up my nose, and then they wouldn't come out. And he thought that
Oh,
was
that's way
hilarious.
worse. That's abuse.
That's
Yeah, that was abusive.
My dad's just like really big on tough love.
Yeah, no, he would throw like empty beer cans at my head. Thought that
Yeah,
was
my father has
hysterical.
never done that.
Nah, that was James O's growing up.
Whenever we fought, though, it was like with like honorable rules.
Oh, like samurai.
It's like, like when I was like, yo, you think you could take on your old man? And you go in the backyard, you fight
You
dad.
wrestle it out. Yeah, you got to
Uh-huh.
wrestle that out.
That's what you
Alright.
need to do with boys.
Yeah, it's the way that you tame a boy.
It's just, you can't fucking, you gotta get, yeah, it's a natural, I don't know. I think fathers should fight their sons.
You got to get in fights, and then when you finally beat your father, that's when you become the new head of the household.
It's a safe way to learn to fight because your father's not gonna he's not gonna really fuck you up. I mean, some fathers
Some fathers will fuck you up.
would.
Yeah.
Mine wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mine wouldn't. He loved me.
Yeah. So Magniconte's talking to Dasher, and I guess Dasher thinks that he's responsible for that Hawkins dude getting all fucked up when his spine got smashed.
And then Magniconte asks him to marry him. He says yes, and he's so excited he lifts him up in the air.
He picks
No.
him up and spins him.
What actually is going on is that Dasher doesn't feel shit.
Dasher
So
just has no feelings?
Magniconte thinks that Dasher feels bad and blames himself, and Dasher explains, "No, all I thought was better him than me."
So Magniconte's like, "Oh, you can't feel anything, huh?" And then he picks up. I bet you can feel this. Whee!
I've been taking your pills. I don't feel anything.
He's been throwing him up in the air and catching him, and he's like, "Ah. It's like, see, seems like you can feel a whole lot, buddy."
That is a weird fucking panel, dude. That is very bizarre.
They have a wonderful friendship.
Yeah, Dasher and
We
Magniconte.
just witnessed a beautiful moment between
Oh,
two men.
we have
Two
another-
football men.
So we have more locker room nudity, this time with Suicide, who has taken all of his clothes off but left his sunglasses on.
And his socks and shoes on.
Not his cleats, though. This is a different pair of shoes that he put on.
Yeah. He's having an LSD freak out, and he had to get his skin off. He had to take his skin off.
You know what, man? I've done so much LSD. Like the whole that extreme of a freak out. I've never experienced anything like that.
He may be putting it on a little bit.
I think a
Maybe
lot of
faking it
that's
a little bit.
like what do you call it? Like urban legend.
Yeah. Well, that's like
Because
the
I've pushed it pretty hard.
I believe the bath salt, where people say like you take bath salts and you could turn into a cannibal. I guess that's bullshit. I guess that came from like somebody, an actual a case of cannibalism, and somebody asked the police officer what happened, and he just kind of jokingly said, "I don't know, he ate some bath salts or something," and that became the association that like if you eat bath salts,
I
you're gonna become a
bet
cannibal.
there's been at least one cannibal who he was going to eat somebody anyway. He just had a bath salt as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can't be associating these things. There's a difference between correlation and causation.
Right.
I just like bath salts.
If I just how do you take bath salts?
I think you just eat them.
Let's
They
look
do
up
look delicious.
how to take the
Yeah.
bath salt drug.
How to take bath
How do you take bath salts, Bobby?
Help is available.
All right, come on now. We're just trying to figure it out. You know what, though? We are Googling how to do drugs.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing that pops up is like, hey, maybe not do those drugs, huh?
Well, let's check out kidshealth.org.
All right, kids doing bath salts.
Usually snorted.
That's what,
Oh, gross. Already, I don't want to do this drug.
Yeah.
Or
Mixed
it
with
can be
liquid and
injected.
injected. Oh, my
syringe.
goodness.
Wow. Kids
Oh,
get
my
creative. I
goodness,
got to give them credit for
bro.
that.
Don't do that drug.
Bored kids in the suburbs, they got to find something to do.
And you know what? And on that website, it had links to perfectly good drugs like amphetamines.
Yeah, links to other drugs to tell you all about them so you can know not to do them.
Yeah, all right now, all right. What if you have a long day at work?
Yeah.
Or just like the DARE program.
What is that? What is that David Tell joke where he says like, everyone has a problem with drunk driving, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes those kids got to get to school.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus Christ,
That's
what
right.
a dark joke.
But you don't want people to think you're a bad parent.
So the locker room is strange because, as I said, we've got Suicide there in his underwear. We've got Dasher in a suit and tie.
That leads us to believe that either Suicide is getting dressed and he started with his shoes and socks,
And
or,
cleats.
Not
He's getting-
pants.
or he's getting undressed and still
And he pulled his shorts over his shoes. Yeah.
He's walking around. You're gonna get like muck inside your shorts.
What an idiot.
Or
And everyone else is dressed at this point.
or this is just how he's prepared for the day.
I think this is why they call him Suicide. He's always doing crazy shit like this.
All right. Maybe he's trying to distract the drug testing people from
Yeah.
Magniconte.
He's trying to find some bath salts.
Yeah. And speaking of bath salts, a man injects some bath salts and then smashes his
Who
locker.
is this guy?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, they call him Rookie as well.
Oh. This is a new guy on the team that we'll probably never
Oh.
see again, and he
Right,
wants
they don't-
blood.
They don't let him in the detective agency. Oh,
No,
maybe
no.
that's why Dasher started wearing a brown tuxedo.
They're not doing any kickers shit. Like, they're only doing smasher stuff so far.
Now, and there's no superhero shit. It's literally a man doing steroids.
This is just a book about a superhero, a team of football players. That's
Oh,
all this is.
yeah. Maybe that's the whole thing with this dude, is that he's going to get out because he's on steroids.
Oh, wow, Shée, way to read the book.
Wait, he's going to get out?
So they're gonna fight, like they're gonna test the team, and it's this. This
Oh.
is the cannon fodder.
He's the red
ki-
shirt.
The guy we don't care about who's going to get
Yeah.
fired from the team for doing steroids.
I kinda
What they
like
really
him.
do though is they suspend you for a couple months
I mean,
and
I
they
don't
fine
know.
you, but they don't kick you off the team.
Things are going rough for him. He's got a widow's peak.
Yeah,
You know, he's
doing
probably only
ster-
like
doing
30,
steroids.
and yeah.
He
you know,
grew a
steroids.
beard today.
Yes, he shaved an hour and a half ago.
He is so big.
They made this guy just comically huge.
He's like steroid tested. Yeah! Smashes his locker.
Well, I guess in theory he's mad about the
And
records.
Dasher just pulls his coat collar, flips his coat collar up, and he's like, "Save it for the records."
Oh God, he looks so cool.
And then a saxophone plays as he leaves the dressing room.
Yeah, he probably wants to look back and make sure that everybody's seen him walk away all cool, but he knows that'll wreck it if he does it.
So here, Darlene Magniconte shoves a newspaper in Magniconte's face, and the headline is "Day of Vengeance Draws Near." And she's like, "Hey, did you write this?" And he's like, "No, I'm a football player." And she's like, "Ah, shit! I'm sorry for getting mad."
And now she is definitely not wearing his clothing. She is wearing like a pretty hot, like aerobics outfit, but she doesn't appear to be exercising. They're just hanging out in the living room.
I want to address that it just looks like a one-piece swimsuit.
All they
Right.
do is fuck and argue,
Like every good
Yeah,
relationship.
that's most relationships.
or both of them walk away in a huff, but neither one's going to leave the other because the sex is so good.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a heterosexual relationship where neither person is personally, internally satisfied, but they can't end it.
Oh wait, so is she? How old's Magniconte? He's supposed to be like in his 40s.
I truly don't think they ever say, but he's a white-haired old man.
And
Like-
so his wife could.
She could be 26.
She could be in her 40s too, I guess.
She could be, but I mean,
No, probably.
I don't know.
not.
She looks great.
I mean,
she
when
looks
did they get
fantastic.
married?
Yeah.
Before he started taking his football drugs, or
Yeah.
after?
Oh, so she may have been just shacking up with him because of the drugs, possibly.
I mean, afterwards he became a rich football star.
Is he even rich though?
don't
Like
know.
their house looks like shit.
Yeah, I guess this
Like, what
is
is this?
before the really high salaries.
Yeah, it looks like the 50s
Let's
sitcom.
look up the average.
Oh my God! No, I don't. That's
NFL football player salary in the 1990s.
Salary 304, average base, so about 300.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's
Not
you-
compared to now, man.
But most of these people they're going to play for maybe 2 years if they're lucky.
No, that's true.
That's not going to go very far. And there's probably all sorts of overhead and
Yeah.
and they're going to blow, like, cuz it's a whole thing about they send, when you're a rookie, they send you to rookie camp.
And
where
your
they-
own team starts to tackle you during
Yeah.
during the game.
Yeah, they don't want nothing to do with you. And they teach you at rookie camp, like, how to deal with the fact that everyone's going to come out of the woodwork wanting your money. And what they tell them is you can live like a prince for the rest of your life, or you can live like a king for a year. And time after time after time, they go, oh, yeah, king for a year. Absolutely. And so most of these guys end up fucking broke.
Oh yeah, that's true for wrestlers too.
Yeah. But a little
And
smart
lottery
planning.
winners.
Yeah, a little financial
If
planning.
I won the lottery, my life wouldn't change all that much.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
want more stuff.
Just get a rocket car.
Maybe I'd have a cleaner apartment.
I don't know. I'd get a lot of stuff.
I'd hire a cleaning person. That's what I would do if I won the lottery.
You've been talking about hiring a clean person for 7 years.
I know. I still haven't done it. I don't like spending
Yeah.
money.
I've done it before. We've done it a couple times, and it's weird because they're touching your stuff.
Yeah, they
they're
keep
moving
finding-
things around.
They
Yeah.
keep finding and cleaning your dildos.
Yeah. Well, that's actually kind of a nice bonus service.
It's
Like,
like,
I don't wanna
yep, those are
clean
my
that shit.
dildos. I expect them to be dusted. I am not embarrassed. I refuse to be embarrassed by you.
2024. Yeah, you're cleaning a house. Fuck you.
Hey, that's
I have
good
a
job.
dildo collection. Yeah, it is a good job. I respect that. That's honest
Yeah,
work.
right. I want to hire one, so I don't want to talk shit.
But I don't like them moving my stuff around because it's like, well, you're telling me you know better where my stuff should be. I know where my stuff should be.
You need to not have any stuff.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Well, I can't clean this house. You got no stuff for me to move around.
Well, they can clean
Yeah.
the bathroom mostly.
Yeah, I have stove problems. Can't keep that stove clean. I try hard, but I
You gotta
can't
hire
do
a
it.
professional.
Yeah, I have a professional stove cleaner.
Magniconte's thinking how he has to clean houses now, that they're going to fire him for having steroids. He's going to be sued by the other teams.
Yeah.
And here he's played by a different actor.
Oh, apparently, yes. He's got a big dopey grin on his face now because he got a phone call that made him very excited.
Wow! Someone's calling me.
People get very excited about phone. Because I remember in issue 2 of Kickers, they had gone on the Johnny Carson show and advertised here's a famous NFL super team, and they've gone on late night television on a show watched by millions of people offering their services for free, and the next day the phone rings once and they're amazed that they had that kind of reception.
Well, this phone call is a threat.
Well, before the phone
Like
call,
all phone calls.
Yes, all millennials think a phone call is a threat. Well, I don't want to talk to the person.
That's me. I don't want to talk. Whenever my phone rings, my heart just like jumps.
It is a little scary. I do
Bad news.
I have told people in the past, like, dude, if there's an actual emergency at like 2 a.m, text first or message first. My phone rings at like 2:30 in the morning. I will think I'm about to be murdered.
My mom will call and leave a voicemail, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, Dad died."
Yeah, that's gotta be scary shit.
And I'm like, and then I listen, I hear it. It's like, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Mike. It's Mom. I just checking to see how you're doing. Call me back." And I'm like, "Fuck you, Mom.
Hey, Mike,
You
Jesus
scared the
Christ,
shit out of me."
guys.
I gotta tell you, that's actually me. I just thought it'd be funny. I do a great Mike's mom impression. It's my one good impression.
Dude, I say like, "Mom, to just text me. Don't leave me a message ever."
Yeah, I know what
That's
I wants to
weird.
hear a message. So somewhere in here, I guess Darlene says something because then she apologizes because Magniconte grabs her by the shoulder and he's about to rip her arms out. And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, Jack. You know I didn't mean it. It's just that I love you so much and I don't want to lose you to some silly macho crusade."
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it says, "Forget it. What else could I expect from a dumb jock?" And
Oh
and
my God! Wow,
Magniconte goes,
abusive.
"Darlene, I've had enough of your shit."
He's like, "Oh shit, you're right."
No, they both so they both apologize to each other, and that's when the phone rings, and that's when he has a threat made. It says, "Expect a present this Sunday, superstar."
He's smiling because he thinks it's a legitimate present.
What if it is though? It's yeah, it is a legitimate present. It's just Coach calling, letting him know that
Sorry, I was so hard on you.
they're gonna give him that fake rubber dick to pee the
Okay.
clean pee into the bathroom.
I'm sorry, everyone stop. Your jokes don't matter because in the next panel, we have a man thinking fist himself alive.
Fist himself alive. Oh, the fist. Yeah, okay. The guy.
But it
the
looks
gang
like
guy.
he's saying fist himself alive.
And Doll is upset that Magniconte's not looking at her sexy ass. Look at
Right, so
this.
she lets it rip, and he goes, "Sounds like my size."
Yeah, and
Jesus
then,
Christ.
and then they actually find out what he's into.
And then
Like, well, we just saved our.
Then he smashes the phone, because he's ready to mount his wife.
You just saved our marriage.
She's like, "Oh, Jack!" After he destroys the phone.
He does smash the phone. He absolutely
She's
crushes
like, wow, his passion. And then the next scene is in the bedroom.
it. Yep, it is
That's
a
the
couple hours
first
later
place they go.
because he goes for hours.
Dude.
This guy is just like a jackhammer. It goes on just precision jackhammer motion, literally for hours.
Dude, leaving a slimy trail to the bathroom as she
Yep.
hops away.
Puts you in a comatose state.
Good for you, Magniconte.
Yeah, drive it home.
All right. So is it worth it? She asks herself. Because now no man will ever be able to compare sexually to the
yeah.
great Jack Magniconte.
Where else are you
Mr.
gonna go?
Magnificent, whose nickname came from her.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was supposed to be a nickname for his cock. It was not supposed to be for him.
And that the football team somehow got wind of it, and they just thought it'd be a cool thing to say.
Jack, you weren't
Mr.
supposed to tell them.
Magnificent. And he's like, "Oh shit, they know about my dick."
Jack, that was a private conversation.
So I told all the fellows in the locker room, "It's what you do." He's not even remotely sorry.
You don't know I've been
He
telling the boys?
He was like, "You called my dick Mr. Magnificent, and I told everyone because that's fucking awesome." And he slurred a little bit because he's already had like 3 beers.
Yeah.
No, 3 orange juices.
All right.
Yeah,
don't
but
drink.
his orange juices are laced and he doesn't realize it because he's a man
Laced.
child.
You mean a mixed drink, James? God, you don't do anything.
You can absolutely lace a drink. It just means
He's
you
not
put
gonna
some
lace
shit in
his
there.
own.
I didn't say he did.
He's gonna put vodka in it,
He's not the one putting the steroids in his steroid pills either.
like a granddad.
And
You
also,
know, our generation, we're gonna be granddads. We're gonna be the granddad age soon, if we not already are.
you could be a granddad in your early 40s for sure.
Yeah, dude, it's us. We're granddads now.
I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Comfortable being granddad.
I'm a good-looking granddad.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got it going on.
I'm a
I got
pretty
the-
fuckable granddad.
People are having children later and later if they're having them at all. So, like, the granddad age is probably slipping further and further.
The Gen Zs are different. They're having kids real young.
Are they?
I know a bunch of really young people that already have like 1 or 2 kids.
Well, you know them. That's not a representative sample of an entire generation.
All right. Well, people my age didn't have any.
Well, again, that's not a representative sample. You're going based on the people that you know.
Like most of the people my age don't have any children, and all the young people I know have children for the most part.
I think people are having less kids, period, in general. Because we perfected them with our generation.
We had
Like, why-
we were the best
yeah.
kids.
Why keep trying to
Yep.
make more?
That's exactly why.
We got it right.
It definitely
Yeah.
wasn't because our parents sometimes had some anger issues like Magniconte.
No.
Hey, don't be bad mouthing anger issues now.
Yeah. So then, what is this? Something's happening in an office, but it's a silhouette, so we can't see who it is.
Yeah, they have a lot of opinions about stuff.
A lot of this and that. Shooting a football, of course. It explains the exploding football. I wonder if there's anything in Fist's file that can help me.
Oh, I thought he caught the football and then smashed it. I guess it did.
Yeah,
I guess it got shot.
they kept it vague so we wouldn't know. It looks like they're in the kicker. It
my
looks like Magniconte has gone into the Kickers Association, Kickers Inc. headquarters, and he's looking things up.
My story about it was better.
They just deflated it with his hand. I mean, you could look at the football and see that a bullet went through.
I
don't
thought his
really
thumb
understand.
went through it. Like he grabbed it so hard.
Yeah, it's weird. They do not show it. They just show the football being destroyed by an invisible hand. I guess maybe John Cena did it.
Oh yeah, that John Cena trying to ruin Magniconte before their
Yeah.
match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right. 2 kids and a mortgage. I shouldn't be surprised. He's just a man. So he's having
Oh, he's
some,
investigating the football player who crippled the rookie.
right, and so he's giving him some credit. So the guy who crippled the rookie seems like maybe he was paid off by the fist. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's what he's put together at all.
Well,
No.
he's saying like, that's certainly he's got a wife and 2 kids and a mortgage. I shouldn't be surprised. He's just a man. That sounds like he's trying to say like, oh, I understand why this guy would accept a bribe.
No, he's
No,
trying to justify not killing him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been thinking. The next panel says, am I seriously thinking about killing a man?
He's
So
talking about
he's
fist.
saying,
No, he's
No.
talking about the guy who broke
He's
his friend's back.
talking about Thornton.
Oh wait, yeah. I think we're
Yes.
both saying the same thing. I think we're
Yeah,
all
of these
Mike
is
and
the
I
same
are
thing.
saying the same thing.
Which one of these is Boomhauer? Moving on.
So he says something about hearing footsteps, and that makes him realize what happened.
But really, that's
What?
a side effect of the steroids.
Yeah, what did happen?
We don't know yet. Let's keep
All right.
reading.
I don't know.
All right. It's Ugly Thornton and the rest of the wreckers. Let's get some autographs.
And he's carrying his own luggage in a hilarious way.
Yeah.
Well, he
yeah.
looks like he has a bowling ball with him.
Why is he? I mean, we've seen that the wreckers are pretty ruthless. You would think that he would want the luxury of forcing somebody to carry his luggage for him.
And he likes to dress like Han Solo.
Yes, he does have the vest.
And he likes to litter
Yeah, so somebody gives him a picture.
of something.
And what is this? Some kind of joke? You tell the wimp who gave you this. And he, never mind, I'll tell him myself. And he crushes his picture and he throws it away. But we don't know what that picture was.
It was Magniconte's Mr. Magnificent.
A picture of his Mr. Magnificent, of course. Who was sending dick pics? What was the football
Everyone.
player? Well,
You
one
mean
of them
everyone?
One of them had a particular scandal. The fucking guy who played forever in Wisconsin.
Oh, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, wasn't he
Yeah.
sending people Magniconte pictures?
I've no doubt every athlete of ever who had something to be proud of.
Brett Favre has a little bit of a Magniconte vibe to him. Dopey man-child.
Dude, Brett Favre, man, won a lot of games. Won the big games.
One of the big ones. All of the big ones. All the big ones. All the hits.
All those games, he won them.
So then we see Magniconte back at the gym, and he's doing 400 plus reps on.
It shows us he doesn't know how to train.
Yeah, that you're overtraining, bro.
No, not just that, but it's like there's only at some point you just should use heavier weight.
Well, you're gonna get diminishing returns. Yeah,
Right, dude. Just
or he's
doing
gonna give himself
reps.
DOMs. He's gonna have inflated pecs.
oh,
It's
yeah. How are
painful.
your DOMs, James?
Well, it only lasts a day or two.
DOMs.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. You didn't know about it then either. It's when you have buildup of lactic acid. From,
Oh, I don't
from
have that.
training.
I don't have any. I don't have any lactic acid. I don't lactate because I'm not a woman.
Oh wow. Oh, that's another fake thing that scientists disproved.
Yeah, women, not real.
Yeah,
Nope.
women are real. Lactation, fake.
Come on, Shée. We know you have a dick.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically,
you're
all women
right.
they have a little tiny dick. That's what it
clitoris
is.
Yep.
Well, technically, you have a giant clitoris because we all start as women.
Oh, that's true. I have a bigger clitoris than you, Shée.
Big fucking clit.
Yep.
Oh, I'm way more of a woman than you, Shée.
That's right. We
My
should
clip
get our,
puts
we
yours
should
to
get our
shame.
estrogen levels measured.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now you can mansplain being a woman, James.
Oh, don't stop. Let me tell you
seriously.
something, Shée. Like, nothing will stop me from mansplaining to women on what it means to be a woman.
Let me tell you a little something about hot flashes, Shée.
I learned all about that from Robin Williams, a man.
Yes. Yep. Knew all about being a woman. To this
Just saw
day,
Mrs. Doubtfire once.
I don't see a lot of women playing men.
That's right. But I do see Robin Williams playing women.
So Robin Williams do it?
Kate Blanchett played Dylan.
No, she did.
Well, Dylan
Shut
is
up.
First of all, that didn't happen. But secondly, Dylan is a very effete person, at least in that era.
I like to mansplain and I like to gaslight.
Yeah. What about White Chicks? Those are dudes playing women. Fantastic film. Eddie Murphy's done it many times. Tyler Perry.
That's all he does.
That's most of what he does. All right.
You ever seen them Tyler Perry movies about Big Mama? Well, Big Mama's somebody else.
No, that's Martin Lawrence.
That's
Yeah.
Martin
Also,
Lawrence.
another fantastic man acting as a woman. No, you're thinking of Medea.
Yeah, Medea. I've never seen those.
I do want to know what happens in this comic.
All right.
fine,
I got
fine.
distracted by
Boring
all the
fucking
Medea
shit.
talk.
Yeah. All right. So, Magniconte is working out, and then I think maybe Brick Wall shows up. And
No,
he says,
that's ugly.
That's
Ugly
Thornton.
Han
Oh, this is
Solo.
Ugly Thornton. Ugly Thornton. Yeah.
He took off his shirt but put the vest back on.
He calls Magniconte Miss Magnificent. So make it short, Miss Magnificent.
He goes,
Yeah.
I think that photo I sent you says different.
It's like, Miss Magnificent, how do you know my wife's clit's name?
He goes, oh, that's funny. My wife calls my dick that.
And then they bond.
And they're like, yeah, I'm real sorry about that kid. He goes, I know you are, buddy.
And murdered that child.
And then they slow danced.
So something happens here. He throws the barbell. Magniconte throws it to Ugly Thornton.
But then somehow he gets it back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
and then
don't explain that.
In the next panel, Magniconte gets it back and then has wrapped it into a pretzel.
Right.
All right, fine.
To show him how strong he is.
How are the weights staying on?
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no clips.
Yeah, it slide right off.
Yeah,
You're
slide
gonna hurt
right
somebody.
off.
It's gonna fall on somebody's feet. You're gonna break a toe. That's a lawsuit.
Yeah,
You're right.
lawsuit.
This comic isn't realistic at all.
I mean, the weight clamp, like the weight clips are pretty important.
Shit,
When
you
you're
don't
doing barbell work.
Yeah, Shea, you don't know shit about the gym.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You guys don't
Yeah.
know about Frank Thomas either, so you should shut your mouth too, James.
Yeah, Frank Thomas isn't real.
Neither
So-
one of you are man enough for me.
Man enough for me, Mr. Magnificent.
Right? Neither
all right.
one of you will ever be mine, Mr. Magnificent.
And so Mr. Magnificent gives this crushed up barbell to Ugly Thornton. And he goes, "What? How you do that?"
Yep.
That's literally what he says. How you do that? And so Jack says, "It's easy," and proceeds to do it again.
Yep.
And again.
He's destroying his own gym.
And
Wasteful.
again. But the last time he does it, he makes a little doll, which I
And he
think
does.
is cute.
Oh
He-
wow!
So he just starts throwing the weights on top of Ugly Kid Joe.
Well, also, like, wouldn't they just snap? Like, they're not unless he's melting the metal.
No, let's not.
All
worry
right, let's
about
not
it
think too much about that. All right.
He goes, "You could have killed me," and he goes, "Exactly. See you tomorrow."
And Magniconte strides away, thinking he made a point.
Yep.
And he's like, "All right, that was fun. This guy is gonna be really freaked out tomorrow."
It's just super confusing. I'm not really sure
Yeah.
what your point was.
And we also still don't know what he showed him on a picture.
It was his
Yeah.
dick, clearly.
It was-
What else
Maybe
could
it
have
wasn't
been?
a picture. Maybe it was just a note.
No, it was a Polaroid.
It was a
Yeah.
Polaroid. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Yep.
Polaroid of his penis.
So then it's opening day at the Smashers Stadium,
So
which
that's the first game of the season, James.
no, I don't think that's accurate. Is the stadium usually named after the team? I don't
Yeah,
think that's
sometimes.
all right.
So back in the day, the team owners would also somehow own the stadium, but now it's not always
Yankee
necessarily
Stadium?
true.
Yeah, that's
back
true.
Yankee
I
Stadium.
like now that it's named after like Kraft. You
Yeah.
know, I like it's named after.
I
like,
live by
T-Mobile.
U.S. First Midwest Bank Cellular Stadium. And I live by U.S. Cellular Field.
Yeah, keep adding them on. I like it.
All right, and and then there's Wrigley, but Wrigley's got nothing to do with that team no more.
It's still Wrigley Field.
Yep, still is.
Wow. Is Wrigley even? Can you even get Wrigley gum anymore? Is that even a thing?
There's a Wrigley. There's a Wrigley plant by my parents' house next to
Okay.
cornfields.
Okay. I see why they stay there. Getting that Wrigley smell when they drive by.
You know what? Yeah,
Is there a smell?
there is, and it smells
Nice.
wonderful.
That's
Nice.
good.
So the next day at the field, they have an opening day, and Brick Wall is telling Magniconte, "You all right, Jack? You look jumpy." And
And he's like, "Shut up!"
So that was
Turns around, and he like looks at him and goes, "Man, shut up!
shut up! I didn't do double steroids today.
I only did some. Unlike this guy, he's twisting weights into pretzels. This guy. Why won't any of you believe me?" That's
All
what he's just screaming to the cameras. Magniconte twisted up a bunch of weights and then threw them at me.
Magniconte is greeting Ugly Thornton. He asks him if he's ready for the game.
He's like, "Hey, how's your asshole feeling?" He's like, "What?" And then he chucks the ball at his head.
Yikes, it hit Thornton right in the back, knocking the lineman down with incredible force. Now, this should really raise some red flags. The
This
fact
makes
that
perfect sense.
Magniconte hit a man in the back of that, a man who was wearing a football helmet. He hit him with a football hard enough to knock him down, a 200-pound man.
Well, it's gonna. Well, I mean, all it's gonna be done is be collected for a blooper video.
Yeah.
Boring, and then it's
and
gonna
then-
fall down.
And there's a scene where Jack Magniconte apparently bites Ugly Thornton's penis.
Yep, bites
Like
his
what?
penis.
He bit it right off.
Yep.
It's the first rule of oral.
There
you
is
don't
no
bite on it.
rule against it
In
the
football?
NFL. Yeah, that's right. Nothing
You know,
says
that's
you
a
can't
Huge
bite your
loophole.
opponent's penis off.
Yep. Nobody
You
said
need
you
to be
couldn't.
specific if you want people to not
That
do
rule
stuff.
book needs to be a lot thicker.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter because Thornton just ends up quitting. Magniconte pokes at him enough to make him freak out, and so he just stops playing.
Yep.
Says, fuck all y'all. And
Yep.
then someone's in a wheelchair.
Oh, that's
it's
the kid whose
dude.
back he broke.
Yeah.
He
wheels
goes,
up-
apologize to him, huh? This is all
So-
on the field.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. Apparently this is on the field, but there are no backgrounds. They didn't draw any background to
No.
any of this.
I honestly thought when he showed up and it said that's enough, Jack, I said give him one for me. I went, oh, did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be in heaven.
He's
Yeah.
He's hallucinating.
Yeah, that he's hallucinating.
Yeah.
He's just pointing at him. He goes, apologize to him, and there's no one
Because-
there.
Because steroids.
Well, he
No
got
one-
into suicide stash.
No one's there, and he's just like, oh shit. He's
Wow,
fucking crazy.
This guy is fucked up. Holy shit.
He
Maybe you
just
should
stop-
wear a
starts-
helmet.
He like steps on his fingers with his cleats, severing his fingers.
So he asks the dude in the wheelchair, like, please don't let Magniconte kill me.
He's like, you broke. I have to shit in a bag now. My girlfriend didn't stay.
Yeah. So I guess Ugly Thornton agrees that he's going to quit football altogether, which is going to be rough because I guarantee you he has no other employable skills.
And then his team grabs him and yanks him apart.
Yes. So they grab his leg like they're ripping
Like,
the wishbone out of a turkey.
They quartered him, is what they did.
Holy shit. Well, we've seen that the wreckers are brutal to even their own kind.
Yeah, it's like those baby spiders that eat the mother.
Yeah. You got to be tough to survive.
Yeah.
This is an approach that Mike's dad would approve of.
Dude, I think my dad has said those exact words to me.
One of these days, we're just gonna rip your limbs off if you don't fucking get with the program.
I love my dad.
I kind of love your dad too.
Yeah, he's great. I've seen him just. Although there's been some questionable things that that happened in the home for sure.
Yeah,
But it was the '80s,
it was a tough decade for us all.
dude. Reagan was president.
Yeah.
No wonder he was so mad.
I guess Thornton's been 86th, Jack, and so they take Thornton away. And now all the Smashers have to do is hold on to the ball and make a couple of first downs, and they'll wrap this game up, which is something I'm assuming is easy.
Yeah.
And he's thinking, minute 49 left to go, enough time for Fist to make his move. A minute 49 in football is 27 minutes, by the way. That's how that works.
Commercials.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So
but
many
then
stops and
nothing
play.
happens. The Fist doesn't attack.
And they leave him a nice fruit basket. And he goes, I guess though they weren't so bad, such bad guys after all.
Good guys.
The end.
Literally. So, yeah, apparently they win the game. They celebrate. There's no attack from the Fist. Magniconte goes to his locker, opens it up. There's a fruit basket that says, have a nice day. You never know which will be your last. Signed, the Fist.
James, that's not fruit. Those are flowers.
I said it was fruit, Shée.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
I'm
Jay.
looking
Mike,
at a
those
lot, I'm
aren't
looking at a lot of
fruit.
stuff. Yeah.
You know what, James? I keep forgetting to tell you this. A lot of listeners think that you and I sound exactly the same.
That is not a true thing.
I knew, and I also told them that you would be mad if I
Oh,
told you that.
I'm not mad at the association. I'm just saying it's not a true, accurate statement. That's all. It's not a judgment. It's just saying
Oh
it's
no,
not
you're wrong.
Yeah, they are wrong.
What you're hearing and interpreting is wrong.
All right, well, we'll fuck up the EQ so we sound very, very different this time.
I want a high pitched.
Helium voice from now on.
I can do that. I can do that.
Now you
Fine.
tell me.
Yeah.
It's how it should have been from the beginning.
Enjoy the show, guys. Sounds like fucking nonsense.
Yeah, right? Now they'll never take us seriously.
All right. So Magniconte enjoys his little flower basket. He actually seems to like it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he's like, oh, they're doing this. They're doing to me what I did to Thornton.
Gotta hand
And
it to him.
so, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm better than that.
So then we see the Kickers headquarters, which again is a building with a giant K on the side.
Yeah, it's like when the Kmart leaves town and they have the stain
Because they haven't cleaned it in
Yeah,
20 years.
The K stain.
God. So this is 3 days later. And Doll, I think that's Doll, or is that somebody else who answers the phones there? I don't know.
Beats me.
It's the only
think
I
female
think they
character.
have several people answering phones.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks
okay.
like there's
It's a
like
rotating
an
shift.
entire,
And Dasher's
And,
walking around in his. He wears two things. He wears his detective coat, or he wears his kicker's uniform.
yeah.
Yeah, he always dresses really well. That's his whole thing.
Hair's always slicked back.
Oh my God, he spends so much time looking good.
Always mustache perfectly trimmed.
Doesn't spend much time learning football though. He's like me. Always looks good. Could not give much of a shit about football at
You're
all.
the Dasher of podcasting.
I do like the Dashers. My favorite member of Kickers and my favorite reindeer.
Oh, nice.
Dasher, yeah.
I'm Santa.
Yes. Yeah, I like having that bit in my mouth. In the rain, yeah. Shit, yeah.
Oh shit, James.
That's what they do. Shea, which reindeer are you in this? Are you Rudolph? Are you at the front? Nah, you're not at the front.
What? I spaced out on you guys because
Rudolph
I
was
was
a
reading the comic
mutant.
book.
Rudolph was a freak. Do you agree that Rudolph was a freak, Shea?
Like
Freak
a
didn't belong with the other reindeer.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
I was about to
fucking
say,
freak.
They were
like,
right
I-
to exclude him.
Like I was about. Well, I wanted clarification of if you meant like freak of nature or like get your freak on.
Oh,
freak
I
on a-
mean,
he's
like freak of nature.
He's a literal freak on a leash.
How about that elf that in the cartoon who gets fired for being gay?
Yes. He wants. Well, technically, it's because he wants to be a dentist, but
right, but why
all
fire
dentists-
someone for that?
all dentists are gay. That is true, though. All right. So anyway, I guess Kickers Incorporated are getting a lot of phone calls all of a sudden. A lot of things are popping up.
And they're
Including one from a child crying in Wisconsin.
yep, and they're like, I ain't going there. Hang up.
Fuck that. Fuck fucking Wisconsin. Shit. Brett Favre is there with his giant penis.
He's sitting there waiting with a baseball bat with a nail in it.
Slow down, young man. You say you're calling from Wisconsin. Maybe you better let me speak to your mother for a moment. And so then we see this kid in Wisconsin, and he's freaking out because his mom is gone.
And
Yes.
she's been gone.
She's been gone. He hasn't seen her since Dad checked her into that special hospital last summer. This is getting dark.
Yeah, right. It's like you kill your wife, or you have to put down the dog and you say it's at a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, your mom's at a special hospital. No, you can't see her.
They really did take my dog to a farm, though. It was just a farm. He's doing great.
Oh, good. I'm glad it at least was true once.
Yep. He's still doing great. I haven't seen him lately, but he's
I
doing
haven't
great.
seen him in 30 years.
Yeah. But I've been
I'm
told
sure
I've been told he's doing
Yeah.
really, really well, though.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's having a great time. Lots of fun. So Dad won't tell me anything. He keeps saying she's some kind of freak and she's better off with her freaky friends now. but she's not. She's my mommy. First of all, this kid's too old to be calling anyone mommy.
Agreed.
No.
Acceptable.
No, he's in an emotional state.
Burn his stuffed toys in front of him.
Please, I don't know who else can help me. And here is the surprise cameo in the very last panel. The DP7.
Doom
Oh,
Patrol.
we have that on
Another-
the wheel.
We do have it on the wheel. And we've been waiting to get DP'd for quite a while, and it's never
Is that
happened.
Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol 7?
It's a ripoff of the Doom Patrol.
Not
It
double
kinda does look
penetration
like-
7.
It's double. I don't think these people understand how double penetration works. With that 7 at the end.
Yep.
So
7?
apparently,
No, really, who are these people?
It's
Why
just 5
should
guys
we-
waiting for their turn.
But really, who are...
well, we don't know. It's a superhero team from in the new universe line of books, and we've had an issue of DP7 on the wheel for quite some time. It might come up next time, which would
Oh,
be
I bet it
pretty
will.
incredible.
I bet it will.
I bet it will. And
You know
they
what?
are,
I'm 100%. You know what? I'm going to guarantee.
You're gonna guarantee
that
this?
DP7. is
Oh
the
my
next thing on
God!
the wheel. I
If it
guarantee
happens, if it happens,
Oh, it will.
All right. So anyway, they are a superhero team. We've never seen before, but it's implied that they are going to maybe help out with whatever happened to this woman's mom. Seems like it's like a backdoor pilot for the DP7 book.
I bet
don't
you
know.
it is.
Yeah. So we've got like a big Hercules-looking dude. We've got a guy in a trench coat, or like a Carmen Sandiego. Apparently,
Yeah,
she's
Carmen.
in the group.
So yeah, here we go. So we got Hercules. We got Carmen Sandiego. We have a surgical orderly on the
Yes,
left.
yeah, looking
we
nice.
have an aerobics instructor. We have a grade school teacher.
The negative man is apparently there.
Negative man, yeah.
Negative
Speaking
man,
of Doom Patrol,
and,
yeah.
you know, and a cool kid.
Yeah, well, I don't know about this gray lady in the front. There's a tiny gray lady.
That's
in
the
the front.
negative man.
She looks
That's
like
the no.
she's
That's
a
the negative
glitch.
woman.
Like
It looks like
not-
she's got her hands down her pants.
Yeah, she looks like she got AI generated a little bit. Lines aren't lining up. Okay, well, that's the end of Kickers Incorporated issue 4. What do we think of this?
I liked it. Lots of words and lots of football.
Shea, what did you think of this issue?
I
of Kickers
liked
Incorporated?
I liked this comic book.
You did? What did you like about it?
She liked that Mrs. Magniconte didn't get slapped around a little for having a
Yeah.
big mouth.
she got away with it this time. So yeah, that is
Uh-uh.
encouraging. I didn't think this was very good. I'll say 2 out of 5 Bears fumbles. Great hustle, boys. We got a great spirit. I have to make several of those because I don't know how I'm going to feel about the book until we actually do it. So there's more of those. Bunch of those sitting around.
That was great. That was
Yeah.
all right.
Glad we had fun with that. All right. Well, I guess it's time to look at what we're going to do next time. So we got the wheel here.
Oh, it's so big.
Well, we've added only one thing. We added an issue of Journey into Mystery.
Okay.
Because I saw a meme about a story about a Steve Ditko story about a dude who makes the most comfortable chair. And somebody really wants the secret of the most comfortable chair, and I looked into it and like, oh, this is insane. So Journey into Mystery 89 is on the wheel. Other than that, it's the same stuff as well as requests. So by all means, send in your requests. We'll keep adding those to the wheel. 54 big options, including Reagan's Raiders. That's on there. Strange Sports 6. Of course, now we're hoping for DP7 to show up.
That will be what happens.
I think that's one of those things. If it happens, it would be exciting right now, and then we'd realize, oh, we don't care about this. DP7 issue 32. That book went for 32 issues at least.
Oh, wow. Maybe I
Holy
just picked the
cow.
last one.
Yeah. All right. Anything anybody's hoping for aside from DP7?
Your vote is vital, obviously.
Young Love. I want Young Love. Shay, anything you want to see?
Thundercats ho!
Yeah, Thundercats. So I have
Thundercats,
a whole stream already made for that. I got everything I need to do. I'm just waiting for that stupid fucking comic book to pop in.
What are you saying, James?
Thundercats. I
Thundercats
can't.
ho.
I'm little. The song was the theme song was Thunder, 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 Thundercats, but I can't hit the notes because I'm fighting off a cold.
That song is great.
Yeah, but in the 80s they would rip it up for those cartoon theme songs. Holy cow, man! Do you
They're
remember
probably still good.
Do you remember the Swamp Thing cartoon theme song?
No.
It was Wild Thing, but they had changed the lyrics.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I guess we gotta check this out right
really?
now.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
do remember this now.
This is
that-
pretty-
this is
do.
worth the tangent.
This
Oh,
is
and we
worth
should
it.
play Ass Man as well.
That can be your stinger.
Oh,
we'll
right.
get it. We'll get it.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
get it somewhere. We'll get
Right,
it
I
somewhere.
guess I
into the-
could. Here we
We'll get
go.
it
Here
somewhere.
it is.
Okay, now listen
Here
to
it
this.
No.
Wait.
You are amazing. You fight everything nasty. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing, Earth really needs you. Arcane is bad for sure. So come on, fight for right. We need you. Swamp Thing. You are amazing. Oh, Swamp Thing.
Pretty great. Worth playing the entire song for that.
Yeah.
One of the most respected, serious, scary, existential comics ever made, and it turned into that Saturday morning cartoon.
Well,
there
you
was
know,
also a Saturday morning RoboCop cartoon.
there was also
Yeah.
a Saturday morning Toxic Avenger.
yeah.
Apparently, none of you people have actually read old Swamp Thing books. They are super fucking intense.
Have you
Go
seen
read them.
RoboCop?
Yeah.
Okay.
RoboCop is not for children.
There is a mostly, I think I've even mentioned on the show before, but it bears repeating. In Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run, there is an issue that is mostly text, so it's really, really descriptive because it's mostly big blocks of text, where Swamp Thing, who has been scattered throughout the galaxy, is intercepted by a techno-organic planet that falls in love with Swamp Thing and proceeds to rape him. The entire planet
Oh, yeah,
rapes
you
Swamp
told me
Thing
this.
out of love and then spits him out through space.
Wow.
It is so far beyond crazy.
RoboCop shoots people in the dick.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
There was
He
also
does.
a Rambo cartoon. There was
Yeah.
a Mortal Kombat cartoon. Like, how the fuck do you
Yeah.
do that?
All right, we're gonna spin this wheel. We gotta listen to some spinning music, courtesy of Hermer Firmer.
It'll be Ass Man.
No, it's the primitive Spinorama.
Did Frank Miller only write?
You can't.
What did,
Shea,
what did Frank Miller do?
Yeah, you can't ask questions when the music's about to play.
Did Frank Miller only write RoboCop 2, or did he write the first one?
He wrote 2 and
Because
3.
that
I think.
would probably be
Something.
like and then did Frank Miller write Swamp Thing?
So,
No, Frank Miller did not write Swamp Thing.
he
Or if
never-
did, it was
okay.
very
That
small.
was Alan Moore.
Thank
if Frank
you.
Miller ever wrote Swamp Thing, it was very minimal and
So-
not very
Okay.
acclaimed.
So
I'm
Frank Miller
confusing
wrote.
Alan Moore and thank you.
So Frank Miller wrote RoboCop 2, and it was his original script was so insane they had to bring in a script doctor to change it, and so Frank Miller only gets basic story credits.
Although I do like the soundtrack by the Script Doctors. I think they did a great job on that movie. Spin Doctors.
Ha!
Spin Doctors a lot.
And we're on the wheel.
And we're on the wheel. I'm trying to tie this shit together. I'm sick. I'm tired. All right, let's see what we're
I
doing.
work with fucking children.
Work with a couple of Magnicontes on the show.
I was quoting CM Punk. Wrestling fans know.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All right.
DP732.
No, it is not
Wow.
DP7. It is. I can't say I'm particularly excited about this yet, but I
Yeah.
think I'm ready to be excited. Captain America issue 133. So let's see what's going
I
on
didn't
with
know
Captain
we even
America.
had any more Captain Americas.
It's been on there for a long time. It is one of the earliest entries on our list. It's from 1971, and Okay, I guess we don't really know anything about it because it just says request, kinda, but not really. Mentioned in a Facebook comment.
Well,
Probably like 5 years ago.
You put that on, 'cause I would have wrote a joke.
Let's see here.
Stupid joke. Oh, I'm down with
Okay.
this. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I have to check. I have to do some, I think this may have come from my buddy Michael Gardner, who is a deep well of comic book knowledge, and you can find him on YouTube, and he does some deep dives on some weird comics himself. And this has Captain America running from a giant golden man called the Bulldozer, and he's also being followed by MODOK.
And he's the giant golden man appears to be made out of geometry.
Yes, he's got a lot of symbols etched into his body. Also, it then says co-starring the Falcon, Madness in the Slums.
All right.
This could be a little rough.
All right. I think it'll be fine.
I don't think it's going to be terribly offensive, but yeah, it may be a little dicey, and there may be MODOK may be up with some weird shit again.
Oh boy.
So this might be one to check out just to see what kind of depraved behavior MODOK got himself into. Soda Can Man, famed Soda Can Man.
Oh
MODOK.
right.
He looks
I
like a can of
forgot
soda.
that. He's a fucking Mountain Thunder. He's the goddamn Aldi
Yeah.
knockoff brand soda can.
I think this will be surprisingly good.
It'll be fantastic.
I've been sold on it. It's no DP7 issue 32 that we're definitely going to look at one of these days.
Captain America's falling down on the cover.
he's always in that pose where he's just leaping, and he could just fall and like land on his sternum at any moment.
And he's
All
an
right.
old man too.
He's like 70.
He's got a reverse mortgage.
Yes. Oh no, he's never going to get out of that.
Yeah.
Reverse mortgage, you are fucked. You will never be financially independent in your life. Shout out to all my friends with reverse mortgages. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to do great.
Shout out to Tom Selleck, who sells reverse mortgages.
Oh, man. I don't really understand. I've had it explained to me a couple times. I don't really understand the concept, but I do know that you are fucked.
I
Like,
know
that is a Hail Mary. I know football stuff.
They sell it to you like you can use that money to travel in your golden years
No, you
while
will be
putting
fucked.
up your house, and yeah, you're fucked.
You are fucked forever.
You're basically just giving away your house.
Shée, do you have any
Yeah.
plugs for us?
Yeah, I do. Learn more about wrestling and sports and everything from Mike in our older episodes using any podcast app and darksidescouch.com. And follow Dark Sides Couch on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, and YouTube. And I think I got them all this time.
Yeah.
An X.
Just start typing Dark Side's Couch into things. You'll find it. An X.
Yeah, right. I think we've pumped the internet so full of Dark
yeah.
Sides Couch that we are
Do
finally.
we have a subreddit?
Yeah.
We are. I would have to make it.
We've pumped the internet full of so much Dark Side's Couch that Dark Side's Couch is leaking out of it.
Yeah, you do. Like that's probably
No.
going to
We
be the thing that shows up in your search
Ew.
engine.
Oh.
We gave the internet a Dark Side's Couch cream pie.
We gave it a
Jesus
Magniconte
Christ.
sized load.
Yes. Oh, see, you put the really dirty stuff right at the end of the show to reward people who stuck around.
It's our little
All right.
reward. Listen
Little
to
something.
the gooey sound.
A little squishy. All right, anybody
Push
got
it out.
any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I
You should have saved that.
I want to see Dark Side's Couch on your search engine leak out all over the place. I want to hear you just push it out
Yep.
as you look for us on
Get
the
'em.
internet.
Make Joe Rogan lick it up.
That's right. Have him rub his bald head in it. Have him rub his bald head in Dark Side's Couch.
No one's listening to Shée. It's fine. Shée, do you have any final comments?
I'm so sorry for this episode.
It's out time for now, Christian Crusaders. We'll talk to you next time on the couch.
As fans, we marvel at the incredible feats of strength and speed displayed on the field, but questions linger about whether some NFL players might resort to steroids to gain a competitive edge.
He's bursting with testosterone.